Hey, well done, mate, and good luck in the final. Joshua Razu, quickly, mate. You're bowling first, happy with that?
Yes, can do that. The wicket's still doing a bit, so all good.
All right, well, good luck in the final. Thanks. So there you heard it. Nala Nipigo's won the toss, going to bowl first, and we'll come back to Sarah. So the cricket, how do you expect it to be? Is looking pretty good here today?
No, it's looking fantastic. It's a bit windy, but that's okay. We've got beautiful sun, as we always do in gorgeous Vanuatu, so we're looking forward to a great day.
And the Australian High Commission do a lot for sport, and particularly cricket. Do you see sport as a big play in Vanuatu's future?
Absolutely. I mean, for us, a whole lots of partnerships between Australia and Vanuatu in a range of sports.
Yeah, and I'll just say that supported Vanuatu a lot over the years, and your predecessor Jenny Durin did a great job as well, supporting Vanuatu cricket. And we won't talk too much. We'll let you enjoy the day here with the family, and they're all enjoying life in Vanuatu.
Yeah, they're loving it. So they're having a great time. Beautiful day out here watching all the boys play, and the mamas having a great play as well.
So we'll go over and talk to the mamas in a second. Is this the first time you've seen them play?
Yeah, it is the first time, and we're really, really pleased to be supporting this program. Not only does it talk about encouraging women in sport, but it also does a whole range of really positive things around women in leadership, but also around health outcomes. So we're really, really happy to be part of it.
All right, great. We'll let's go over now. We'll have a look at the mamas in action. I talked them up this week. It's my favourite thing in Vanuatu, watching the mamas in action. And I tell you what, there's been some massive competitive finals over the years with a lot of noise. So let's all go cut to the mamas here. We'll be back in a moment with Amelia from the Mamas Island Cricket Program. She'll tell us more about the Island program. We're back in 5 minutes. We'll go back.
When on-field action stops you to enter the stadium, off the field will help you sit tight in front of your screen. Catch untold, unheard series. Can you hear me?
It's unique how it's
It is being found guilty.
It was good of scoring a triple hundred.
Earlier, I did see your app and keep rocking. It's a great app, and whoever is watching, please do subscribe and learn. And not just from me, and a lot of people out there.
The Vanuatu Cricket Ground. It's all about mamas playing sport, participating in sport, but also different activities like nutrition class. At the moment we have 5 communities involved in one small bag activities like aqua, Zumba, gym.
Zumba?
Yes, and gym, and swimming sessions. So they're not only playing sport, but they're doing other stuff as well.
So you mentioned the health aspect. Explain how, is it a 20-week program or something? Can you explain a bit more of that, please?
Yes, when we started in 2012 with, you can see the participants, all the mamas with green and yellow. They were the first mamas involved in island cricket back in 2012. So 8 years after, they're still playing island cricket. With the health aspect, it's like in the beginning of the program, we have to do a health check for their blood pressure, blood sugar. But we have to take their scale. We have to go, yes. And
don't get me on the scales.
so after the 20 weeks, when they got involved in the program, where they go to nutrition class and they do sports activities. After the 20 weeks, we take another health medical checkup, and we find out that some of the mama, they reduce their blood pressure, blood sugar, and their weight also went down.
I think I need to get into the program and reduce my weight and my blood sugar for sure. But if you look at it, if Willie can just go back a little bit, just going back, the bats, they look like they're a tree trunk. How big are they and how heavy? Do you really know? And how do you swing one of them?
Well, the bats are made of out of pine trees,
Yep.
so they're very heavy. The mamas, they have the powers to swing the bat. And the ball is made out of banyan sap, so it's different from what the boys are using. The ball is very bouncy when you play with it, so it's very traditional.
Yeah, it was great. Well, what we'll do, we'll probably let the cameras tell the rest of the story, and everyone come back and sit about the Island Mamas Cricket, which is a program run by the Australian government who support us along with other partners. We got a few partners?
We have one small bag, Vanuatu Family Health, Department of Health, other NGO like World Vision, and some others that I might forgot. But I just want to say big thank you to Australian government to still continue to support us for this program, because for myself, I saw big changes in the mamas throughout the 8 years that I'm still working for the program. I saw lots of mama coming out enjoying themselves instead of just sitting.
When on-field action stops you to enter the stadium, off the field will help you sit tight in front of your screen. Catch untold, unheard series.
Can you hear me? It's unique how it's.
It is being found guilty.
It was good of scoring a 100.
Earlier, I did see your app and keep rocking. It's a great app, and whoever is watching, please do subscribe and learn, and not just from me, a lot of people out there.
Are you in search for the best IT solution company? Visit Swap Infotech, one of the leading app solution providers with excellent IT infrastructure and solutions. We provide the most affordable rates with no compromise on quality. On-time delivery tops our priority list. We have experts who believe in turning technology into business value. Swap Infotech, transforming technology for tomorrow.
Save reading hours. News on the go. Download our shorts to read news in 60 words.
When on-field action stops you to enter the stadium, off the field will help you sit tight in front of your screen. Catch untold, unheard series.
Can you hear me? It's unique how it's.
It is being found guilty.
It was good of scoring a 100.
Earlier, I did see your app and keep rocking. It's a great app, and whoever is watching, please do subscribe and learn, and not just from me, a lot of people out there.
Are you in search for the best IT solution company? Visit Swap Infotech, one of the leading app solution providers with excellent IT infrastructure and solutions. We provide the most affordable rates with no compromise on quality. On-time delivery tops our priority list. We have experts who believe in turning technology into business value. Swap Infotech, transforming technology for tomorrow.
When on-field action stops you to enter the stadium, off the field will help you sit tight in front of your screen. Catch untold, unheard series.
Can you hear me? It's unique out.
It is being found guilty.
He was good of scoring a triple hundred.
Earlier, I did see your app and keep rocking. It's a great app, and whoever is watching, please do subscribe and learn. And not just from me, a lot of people out there.
When on-field action stops you to enter the stadium, off the field will help you sit tight in front of your screen. Catch untold, unheard series.
Can you hear me? It's unique out.
It is being found guilty.
He was good of scoring a triple hundred.
Earlier, I did see your app and keep rocking. It's a great app, and whoever is watching, please do subscribe and learn. And not just from me, a lot of people out there.
Are you in search for the best IT solution company? Visit Swap Infotech, one of the leading app solution providers with excellent IT infrastructure and solutions. We provide the most affordable rates with no compromise on quality. On-time delivery tops our priority list. We have experts who believe in turning technology into business value. Swap Infotech, transforming technology for tomorrow.
Save reading hours. News on the go. Download our shorts to read news in 60 words.
When on-field action stops you to enter the stadium, off the field will help you sit tight in front of your screen. Catch untold, unheard series.
Can you hear me? It's unique out.
It is being found guilty.
He was good of scoring a triple hundred.
Earlier, I did see your app and keep rocking. It's a great app, and whoever is watching, please do subscribe and learn. And not just from me, a lot of people out there.
Are you in search for the best IT solution company? Visit Swap Infotech, one of the leading app solution providers with excellent IT infrastructure and solutions. We provide the most affordable rates with no compromise on quality. On-time delivery tops our priority list. We have experts who believe in turning technology into business value. Swap Infotech, transforming technology for tomorrow.
When on-field action stops you to enter the stadium, off the field will help you sit tight in front of your screen. Catch untold, unheard series.
Can you hear me? It's unique out.
It is being found guilty.
He was good of scoring a triple hundred.
Earlier, I did see your app and keep rocking. It's a great app, and whoever is watching, please do subscribe and learn. And not just from me, a lot of people out there.
When on-field action stops you to enter the stadium, off the field will help you sit tight in front of your screen. Catch untold, unheard series.
Can you hear me? It's unique out.
It is being found guilty.
He was good of scoring a triple hundred.
Earlier, I did see your app and keep rocking. It's a great.
When on-field action stops you to enter the stadium, off the field will help you sit tight in front of your screen. Catch untold, unheard series.
Can you hear me? It's unique how it's
It is being found guilty.
He was good of scoring a triple hundred.
Earlier, I did see your app and keep rocking. It's a great app, and whoever is watching, please do subscribe and learn. And not just from me, a lot of people out there.
When on-field action stops you to enter the stadium, off the field will help you sit tight in front of your screen. Catch untold, unheard series.
Can you hear me? It's unique how it's
It is being found guilty.
He was good of scoring a triple hundred.
Earlier, I did see your app and keep rocking. It's a great app, and whoever is watching, please do subscribe and learn. And not just from me, a lot of people out there.
Are you in search for the best IT solution company? Visit Swap Infotech, one of the leading app solution providers with excellent IT infrastructure and solutions. We provide the most affordable rates with no compromise on quality. On-time delivery tops our priority list. We have experts who believe in turning technology into business value. Swap Infotech, transforming technology for tomorrow.
When on-field action stops you to enter the stadium, off the field will help you sit tight in front of your screen. Catch untold, unheard series.
Can you hear me? It's unique how it's
It is being found guilty.
He was good of scoring a triple hundred.
Earlier, I did see your app and keep rocking. It's a great app, and whoever is watching, please do subscribe and learn. And not just from me, a lot of people out there.
Save reading hours. News on the go. Download our shorts to read news in 60 words.
When on-field action stops you to enter the stadium, off the field will help you sit tight in front of your screen. Catch untold, unheard series.
Can you hear me? It's unique how it's
It is being found guilty.
He was good of scoring a triple hundred.
Earlier, I did see your app and keep rocking. It's a great app, and whoever is watching, please do subscribe and learn. And not just from me, a lot of people out there.
Are you in search for the best IT solution company? Visit Swap Infotech, one of the leading app solution providers with excellent IT infrastructure and solutions. We provide the most affordable rates with no compromise on quality. On-time delivery tops our priority list. We have experts who believe in turning technology into business value. Swap Infotech, transforming technology for tomorrow.
When on-field action stops you to enter the stadium, off the field will help you sit tight in front of your screen. Catch untold, unheard series.
Can you hear me? It's unique how it's
It is being found guilty.
He was good of scoring a triple hundred.
Earlier, I did see your app and keep rocking. It's a great app, and whoever is watching, please do subscribe and learn. And not just from me, a lot of people out there.
on-field action stops you to enter the stadium, off the field will help you sit tight in front of your screen. Catch untold, unheard series.
Can you hear me? It's unique how it's
Three, bola aa raha hai, pakad lena.
It is being found guilty.
He was good of scoring a triple hundred.
Earlier, I did see your app and keep rocking. It's a great app, and whoever is watching, please do subscribe and learn. And not just from me, a lot of people out there.
Are you in search for the best IT solution company? Visit Swap Infotech, one of the leading app solution providers with excellent IT infrastructure and solutions. We provide the most affordable rates with no compromise on quality. On-time delivery tops our priority list. We have experts who believe in turning technology into business value. Swap Infotech, transforming technology for tomorrow.
When on-field action stops you to enter the stadium, off the field will help you sit tight in front of your screen. Catch untold, unheard series.
Can you hear me? It's unique how it's
Three, bola aa raha hai, pakad lena.
It is being found guilty.
He was good of scoring a triple hundred.
Earlier, I did see your app and keep rocking. It's a great app, and whoever is watching, please do subscribe and learn. And not just from me, a lot of people out there.
Hey, Fina, eat and come get it.
Good afternoon, guys, and welcome back to the Bet Barter Vanuatu Blast. We're getting ready for the grand final, which will be Ifira Sharks versus the Mighty Taffia Bulls. Mighty Efate Panthers. Sorry, I got that wrong. They made it through the final. They have 4 wins out of their 6 games, and the Ifira Sharks just won the opening game of the last round robin game this afternoon. But just
good game too, Damo. Sorry.
Cracking game. It's a cracking day in Vanuatu here, and the game was just as good. The cricket's been just as good. Huge crowd in this afternoon. But while we're waiting for the umpires and players to come around the field, I just want to talk about Vanuatu cricket a little bit, Shane.
Yes, Damo.
So, look, everyone that's watching the cricket at home or overseas, we just want to give you a bit of history about Vanuatu and Vanuatu cricket. We're not just a little minnow country around the world. We do rank pretty highly. We're ranked 29 in the world in 50-over cricket. And I just want to read through some of the names that we've beaten in world cricket. In no particular order: Bhutan, Suriname, Zambia, Ghana, Norway, Botswana, Nigeria, Germany, Denmark, Malaysia, Cayman Islands, Fiji, Samoa, Tonga, New Caledonia, PNG, Indonesia, Japan, Argentina, Bahrain, Italy, and Bermuda.
Oh, I hope you're going to say Bermuda because I've got player of the match that game.
Just to name a few.
I think you've got them all.
I'm sure I got them all. And I just want to read through the rise of Vanuatu cricket because we are a nation, island nation of 83 islands. We've got just less than 300,000 people on our islands, but we think we punch well above our weight. And I'll just read through our rise through the...
Yes, mate. This will be interesting history of Vanuatu cricket here, Damo.
So it starts a little bit before this, but I'll keep it brief. So we started in the 50-over World Cup qualifiers, which had the top-tier nations playing the Australias, the New Zealand, Indias, Pakistan, those sort of guys. And then they had 8 divisions. So Vanuatu started in Division 8. It was held in Samoa in 2012. Vanuatu won that. It was an 8-team tournament. And we're promoted to Division 7. Division 7 was to Nigeria after dominating the round-robin games and finishing undefeated. But we lost the final to Nigeria. No thanks to me, I didn't score too many that day.
Oh, Damo.
Have a club cricket of 306. Not 360. So it's just the quality of what you see out here today. Our top line guys, our best players are some of the best in the world.
From what we picked from Damo, you've highlighted there the rise is just astronomical as the players come out for the final.
Yeah, well, I'll quickly run through a few more before we get interrupted by the final. We'll give it another minute. So we then finished Division 6. We finished third again behind Jersey and Nigeria. I quickly wanted to highlight in one of those games we played Kuwait. Kuwait scored 400 and we chased them and got 240. We then played them 4 years later, and through our development program, our guys have gone from like 15 years of age, they were nearly 20. We then bowled Kuwait out for 107 and passed them in 26 overs. So that was the rise of Vanuatu cricket, and we're just going from strength to strength. And I'll just probably finish off there because we're about to get under play.
The last 20 years of Vanuatu cricket is just phenomenal. The works of Mark Stafford, the president, has been tremendous hard work. Pierre Chillier, general manager of development, done a fantastic job. And all these players have come from school cricket program. It's just unbelievable. It's all, as you see, the crowd enjoying it. It's a sport that's grown up over the last 20 years and now is dominating the sport calendar of Vanuatu. As we go on now, and we're going to start this final, it's going to be Simpson Obed from the Holiday Inn Hospitality Tent Lagoon End.
Like he has done all Bet Barter Vanuatu Blast tournament.
And I think we're ready to go.
And on strike we'll have Narling Nipiko, who was man of the match in the previous game.
Narling Nipiko and Apo, and the Sharks have got a game under the belt. And here we go, the first ball of the final. Simpson Obed comes in at short. Narling just pops it offside for a single. What Narling did though in the last game, Damo, is he paced his innings really well. He didn't really go hard. When he's got out, he swung hard in the first 2 balls and swung himself off his feet.
Yeah, definitely. And I think Simpson Obed's probably taken his wicket a couple of times. Apo Stevens just needs to take his time here again like he did in the first game just an hour ago and just trust himself to hit through the line, tying the ball quite well. Simpson Obed again from the lagoon end. And
it's gone big. There's a man under it.
Sapo knows.
He's hit it into the Banana Bay Doctor and it's gone over his head. That's 6. That's 6, and what I was just about to say, last game Apo was the big difference, even though Narling got man of the match.
Was the opening 50-run partnership.
Apo was the 50-run partnership, and that was the big difference. So,
well, he's actually hit it quite well, but he gave up on that ball. He was walking off the pitch. He thought that was out in a Banana Bay Doctor. Here we go, Simpson Obed in third delivery, none for 7 off 2 balls so far. Apo just pushes it leg side, should get a nice quick single there, and that's well done.
And I've
Sharks.
said it twice today. It's smart from Apo. That's twice in my whole lifetime I said that smart play from Apo, but that is smart. He pushed it in the breeze. He got his 6. He took the risk. It paid off. He's pushed a single. Smart batting. They're off to the start they needed. 8 off 3 balls. That's a great start.
And 3 deliveries to go here if they can just push this through to 10 or 11 or even 12 off the over. And there's good backing up by Apollonie Stephen there, and they'll just get another single there, and they've gone 1-6-1-1, and this is another good start by Ifira Sharks, who won the toss and
batted.
Batted.
I think they've bowled every game, and they haven't really found their way. I think this could be they found their answer coming into the final as Simpson Oberg comes in to bowl to Apo Stephen. Tosses it up. He swung hard to the leg side.
Again. That's big
it could
again.
be in. That's into the Bet Barter playing pavilion for 6. It's hit the Bet Barter sign. And Damien Smith, he's a Sharks player. He's pumping the air.
And we're 15 of 5 deliveries. And this is probably the first time Simpson Oberg and the mighty Efate Panthers have been under pressure as we watch the replay in the first over.
Well, it's a poor ball.
It
It's
was
outside leg stump, isn't it?
Well, he kept his shape and he swung through the ball and he had them long levers and he's hit it all the way. I hope he doesn't think he's a batsman now.
No, that's the worst thing he can do. As Simpson Oberg comes in the bowl to Apo Stephen again. It's short, outside stump. He's pumped it to mid-off. It's well fielded by big Laz Carlo there, and they just get the single. I think that's Laz. No, it's not. It's Selwyn.
There's a pretty heavy front row.
There's a few big heavy boys out there for the mighty Efate Panthers.
And Ifira Sharks are none for 16 off the first over, and that is a cracking start to a grand final.
It is a great start because the underdogs have got a good start. It's the mighty Efate Panthers have been the best team in the competition by a long way. And
well, I'll just quickly read through it there. It's been a team effort. So in the bowling, you got Simpson Oberg second on the list with 9 wickets. Joshua Razu third on the list, 9 wickets. You got Tony Tomato has taken a man of the match, hardly bowled in one game, fourth on the list, 7 wickets and taken a 3 for 11. You got Wesley Viralilu, 7 wickets. It's just a team effort all around. So there'll be no easy overs here.
Yes, and it's good to see. We've got. Well, they've been bowling. It's the Bet Barter Big Bopper. Wesley
Viralilu
on the bowl. The Bet Barter Big Bopper, he's back. And he's been bopping them with bat and ball this tournament. He's been the standout. He must be one of the favourites for the player of the tournament, I would have thought. And he's going to come in with, they've got a long on and a long off. So he's going to bowl full and straight. As we've known, if you're just joining us, the wicket, we had a lot of rain here in Vanuatu this week, and there's a little bit of water got under the covers, and it's been drying out, but there's a few wet patches just outside off stump, short of a length, bowling from this end. So if the bowlers hit that, it's going to be tough for the batsman as the big bopper comes in the bowl. It's good pace on the ball there, and as Apo just boxes into the single on the offside, that's a good start.
And
good pace there from Wes.
And impressive batting by Apollonie Stephen, who, like we said in the first game, he's a hothead. He can throw the kitchen sink at just about anything. At this one, he's just pushed it in the offside and just taken through for an easy single. And they've scored off every delivery so far, and that's a key in the grand final.
It is. Dot balls will kill you in any form of cricket, particularly T10. But boundaries are key, and they've got a couple of those away. As the Bet Barter Big Bopper, Wesley comes in from the Bet Barter Bellevue Hill end. He comes in the bowl to Nala Nipiko. Slow ball, full. He scooped it. It's stopped in the grass. Shamsala's after it. I think it's Shamsala. He's got a mid on it. As well fielded. They come back for the second. It's a full ball just under the waist-height. I'll tell you what, Damo. There's a lot of tension in the VCG here today.
There's a lot of tension. Well, Nipiko, after seeing that delivery, wish he had just stood there and smacked it over mid-wicket for a huge 6.
It's just barbecue sauce all over.
Hindsight's a great thing. Viralilu back in again to nailing Nipiko here. And it's a full ball, and he just struck it through the covers, and that's a lovely shot for 4 runs there. He did not move.
That's a good cricket shot, Damo. He just stood up on top of the ball and pumped it through the covers. But if you're coming off a 50 in the first game, it's got to come out with confidence. The 2 games in one day, one team's coming off straight out of the warm-up. As you see the replay here, Big Bopper, Wes, nice half volley and smack through the covers from Nala Nipiko. Great technique, great shot. He needs to come back. He's been, bowling from this end of the first game, a lot of off-pace balls, bowling into the soft pitch of the area has been key for him. As Wesley comes in, it's short, it's hit that area. That's what you've got to try to do, I think, here, Damo.
And that's the first dot ball of the innings so far, and we're none for 23.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I'll tell you what, that cover drive went like a tracer bullet from Nala Nipiko's bat. That was off the classic Pete Duffy's bats in Melbourne. Another classic cover drive from the classic bats.
And as we said in the first game, this is a key partnership. Nali Nipico, when they've gone on to win, he's batted a long time. Virilulu in again from the Barbara Belleville end. Pace off. He's just pushed it through gully there. Probably fielding's too good.
That's great bit of fielding. Great hands there. Great slide. Pick up and throw in one motion.
Yeah, Kendi Kenneth, very good athlete down there.
100 metres in the Vanuatu Commonwealth Games, Olympic Games?
Pacific Games.
Pacific Games, not the Games.
It was 100 metres.
It was 100 metres. I got that part right.
Here we go. Apo Stevens doesn't need to do anything silly here. We've already taken 8 off the over. Look, if he gets a full delivery pace on, most likely from Virilulu, should look to go through the offside. Full ball, and he's got the outside edge straight to the fielder.
It's a throw. The stumps. He's hit. There's the direct hit. It's not out, and they don't get the extra run. Great bit of fielding there by Kendi.
And we've got 8 off the over, and that takes us through to number 24 off 2. 12 runs and overs so far. This is a key partnership again. And the Ifira Sharks struggle with the batting in the tournament. They've got it right for the last 3 games, haven't they?
They haven't found their combinations. They've wanted the chase. They batted first once and got bowled out for 30, and I think that made them a bit nervous.
Yep.
And they've always bowled first. They haven't found the combination. They found Apo opening the batting now. You've got a good partnership of 50 in the last game with Narlan. And Narlan's been the standout for the team, but they needed someone to be with him. And Apo, last game and this game, is providing that. And he's got the big West Indies swagger going on there as well.
And like every other game, we have Simpson Obed coming in to bowl the second over of the power play. Look, I'm very interested to see what Ifira Sharks do with the batting lineup, as we discussed in the first game. They got off to a great start. They're none for 50, lost their first wicket. Then the young Beth and Molly come out. Here we go, Simpson Obed in from the Lagoon end. Tosses it up nicely. And he smacked it through the other. There's no one out there. It's going to make its way out there.
But it's gone for 4.
And it's fielded by young Willie, the cameraman.
Young Willie, the cameraman, he's been fantastic too. Yeah, it's a good shot. Toss out. If you've got no sweeper on your side, he's got to be bowling middle and leg. Can't give any width at all. But Narlan does bat outside leg stump to spinners to open up that offside field. As you see, the Mamas from Ifira, they're supporting their team and they're dancing for the Sharks out there as Simpson Obed's going to come in. He's a bit under the pump here. Tosses up. Now Nipico. Oh, that must have been close to the off stump.
Just outside off stump line, maybe a 4th, 5th stump line there, and just sneaks around the bat there straight through to the keeper. This is interesting. I really like how Narling's gone into his innings this morning and then this game. Here we go. Obed in again from Lagoon end. Tosses it up, and he goes straight down the ground, straight over Kendi Kenneth. And that was a tracer bullet, and we've gone 4.4. And
hit that like a bullet, Damo. That was flying off the bat. And Kendi looked like he went to the leg side, then stopped and had the soccer goalkeeper attempt. But did he get enough on it? He was flying through the air. Tough to get camera at the Mac to catch up with that. That was flying. Yeah. Low and flat, he was never catching that. And Narlan's quick hands.
It was never a chance.
Simpson Obed's under the pump here for the first time in the tournament with bowling in the power play. He's hit it straight square leg. Oh, Razu had the chance
through his hands. They should get back for 2 here. Apo Stevens, good running. Unorthodox. He's carrying his cricket bat like a football.
Joshua Razu doesn't drop many, and he's dropped.
Can we get a replay? Did it go through his hands?
Went through his hands, yeah. I was watching it live there.
He timed the ball well, and he's hit it hard. So if you hit it hard, they've got to catch him, don't they?
It was catchable height, though. Missed one of them against Canada.
10 off the over so far. Obed into Nipico here, tosses it up.
Smacked it through the covers. It's in the gap again.
At least.
And it's gone for 4.
That's a great over again.
I'll tell you what, the Sharks are circling here. They're on the hunt. Damo, as the Jaws music started playing it.
Oh, mate, I think we're celebrating a bit too early. We've got 14 off the over so far. And I really like that it's cricket shots. Obed in last delivery here. Nothing silly required here from Nipico. Tosses it up and he just plays it forward and he'll just take his 14 off the over, and that takes us through for none 38 off 3. Wow. What do the mighty Efate Panthers do? They've had all the bowling. They've got plenty of options to go through in the bowling. Like we said, they've got Simpson, who's just gone for 30 off his 2 overs, which is unheard of. It was second on the wicket takers.
Well, they've won every power play, Damo. Every time Simpson's got a wicket in the first over, and the second over, he would have been one of the most economical power play bowlers, and they've won all their power plays. That's been the key. I said to Narlan at the toss, what's going to be the key? Win the power play, and they've smashed a power play. and 2 overs hitting into the breeze. So they've got the last over hitting with the Banana Bay Doctor.
Which is a huge advantage, as we've seen in all the previous games. And this breeze has really picked up this afternoon.
Save reading hours. News on the go. Download our shorts to read news in 60 words.
A shorter delivery is prone to a front foot no ball, and Ifira Sharks none for 38 after 3. This is a key over. You've got Tony Tamata, who was man of the match on his birthday, took 3 wickets, 3 for 19 or something.
And Shem Sala's bowled well from that end.
You got Shem Sala, Razu's taken lots of wickets. There's lots of options here. I'm not sure Kenny Tara is the right one. Apolline Stevens on strike here, outside the power play. Tara in. And Uppo Stevens comes down the pitch. I don't know why.
It was but what Kenny, he's got a bit of pace, Kenny, but he bowls skiddy. So the wet patch, that's sort of short of back of a length, just outside stump. It's not his natural length to hit that. Where Vanuatu this morning and Uppo, which you'll see Uppo later, probably hit that back of a length. The ball was stopping in the pitch. He's going to be fuller than that. So
Well,
he slides it on.
And they've scored 38 runs with good cricket shots. There's no need to come down the pitch. We've seen it before. Just wait for the ball. Keep your shape. Tari in from the Betbarda Bellevue Hill end. And he comes down the pitch again, and it's a pretty horrible shot, and he's going to make it the 30-metre circle on mid-on there, and hopefully learns from that hit.
I think he needs to get off strike, have a little breather, check himself, as they say.
Take the temperature. Let the temperature cool down a little bit.
Someone get the temperature out there. The mercury's bounced through the thermometer. You measured him now. But Narlan, stand and deliver. Big gap at cover. The big cover drive is on here. If he can just gets a bit of width, stand there and smack it through the covers as Tari comes in. He's tried a lap.
Oh, and it's gone past the keeper.
Gone past the keeper. And there's a fumble down there. But they've only got the single. It's buys.
And it's gone straight over the middle of stump, Shane.
Has it? I don't know why
you had none for 38 off 3 overs. Stand there and hit the ball.
Oh, if he hits the ball with the Banana Bay Doctor, the ground's not big enough for him. So I'm not sure that's a good play by Nala Nipiko. Just stand and bat. So they've played 2 charges and a lap, which I don't really think they need to. This stand and bat, I think, is the key here.
The field's gone out, and then they think they're going to do the big shot.
Yeah, they've changed their game plan.
Kenny Tari in from the Betbarda Bellevue Hill end. Full ball. That's a nice shot.
Stand there. Use the pace of the ball.
And that's just rocketed down past the Holiday Inn entertainment tent here. We've got a big crowd in this afternoon, and they'll be really enjoying this start from the Ifira Sharks. Takes us through to 44 for no wicket.
That's not dark clouds building up down there coming from Banana Bay, is it, Damo? Don't tell me. We're not going to have any rain, are we?
Impossible. And Kenny Tara gone .1 by and a 4, and it's the first delivery where they've actually stood there and played a cricket shot and have scored a boundary.
Yeah, they've overplayed it slightly this over. Because Kenny will give you something. He can take a wicket as well as he comes in the ball. He's used his feet again. He's clubbed it, but straight to McMillan. Marky out there. The Tanner shovel. He's shoveled it back in. Well, can't wait to see him shovel him to the leg side ladder. He's really been this outstanding fielder with Phillip in this tournament.
And the advantage of the Ifira Sharks playing the first game, they knew that there was a bit of a wet patch there. They bowled a lot of off-pace deliveries from this Betbarda Bellevue Hill end. It's something that the mighty Efate Panthers have not done so far.
Good shout, Damo.
Last ball of the 4th over here. Narling Nipiko on strike. 6 off the over so far. Shorter ball.
Top edge it.
Top edge.
Keeper's under it. That will be out. Makes no mistake, Jared Allen, and he didn't cross. Always should try to cross. That's a pet hate. That's a big wicket, that Kenny. The ball was stopping in the wicket, back of a length. That's the length you got to hit bowling from the Betbarda Bellevue here. So it just stops in the wicket. He threw his shot a bit too early.
And we're 1 for 45 after 4 overs. Well, it's a great start. He had to play the shot. It was a shorter ball. He was always going to play shots, wasn't he? So I'm not going to... You just got to play that the pitch is going to play natural, don't you? And it was just unlucky that he's been out there. It wasn't a bad shot.
Mate, the Panthers needed that. They were well under the pump there, and they got the main man out. So the Sharks... lesser batsmen have got to stand up. We've got Betha Molly coming in now. We've got Sampson to come after him. Jamal Vera and Nico Unavalu can hit a couple falls. And your mate, William Yamak, the good clubman.
And we've got a 12th man coming on for the mighty Efate. Who's going off here, Shane?
I'm not sure. Looks like Shamsala. Is that? No.
Kendi Kenneth, mate. Kendi Kenneth hurt his hand in a previous game. Did he get a hand to that ball, that tracer bullet that Narling Nipiko hit before?
Might have, mate.
And we got your
he's
mate.
Definitely off.
I didn't quite see him. Was that your mate Jimmy Barnes coming
Jimmy
on the field?
Barnes is out there. Yes, Jimmy. Jimmy Barnes has made an appearance here. It's Barnesy. And I'll tell you what, as you said before, Jimmy is one of the most competitive units in Vanuatu. He'll be chasing everything down there. And they put him in the hot spot straight in the mid-wicket with the off-spinner on. So, Jimmy, you're in the game out there, son. Don't let him down. The crowd's here to see you.
Here we go, Joshua Razu coming in. He was third on the wicket takers list before this game. 9 wickets, 3 for 7's his best figures. I think that was a hat-trick when he got man of the match.
He got the hat-trick.
Here we go, Razu in from the lagoon end. Apolloon Stephen on strike. A little bit shorter, and he just plays a cricket shot, which is surprising.
Well, no sweeper on the offside. They've actually got 5 inside the ring. Now they've put a 45 back. But there's no sweeper on the offside, so anything through the field, square the wicket, offside, cover to backward point, it's going to be 4 as Apo practices swinging over long on into the breeze. He's hitting the breeze if he takes that shot on. He's taken it on. He's tried to sweep. It's off the glove. It's 2 dots from Josh Razu, the captain. Nice little... We've got the wicket and a few dot balls.
Right,
Pressure's back on the Sharks now.
Good start by Josh, and I think that's it, hey. They've put some pressure back on Apo here. The loss of the wicket, the captain last over. Razu in again, lagoon end. It's a bit shorter ball. His top edge it straight over the wicket keeper.
Where
and
the
they should get at least 1.
And
they're going to get back for 2.
Selwyn down there. He's got little arms and little legs, but he gets it in. Well fielded down there, Selwyn.
And Apo Stevens, he just needs to think about what he's doing. He needs to build an innings. He needs to...
Stop your conversation.
It's
Apo's got to think.
It's an oxymoron. Apo and thinking in the same sentence.
As Razu comes in the bowl, now to Apo Stevens. It's short. And he swung himself off his feet. It's stuck to the wicket, but he just lost his way the last 5 or 6 balls, didn't he? He didn't know where his bound. Once the field went out, he was trying to overhit it. He wasn't sure where he was going to hit his boundaries because the fielders were out.
He just needed to trust himself and
get
the ball cleanly. And we've lost 2 wickets in 5 deliveries now. And Mighty Efate, like they have done, they've been the best team of the tournament so far. That's why they're in the grand final first. As we watch the replay.
It was short enough to play that shot. He just swung himself well off his feet and to the leg side, completely lost his shape. But what he's done, he's built dots on himself by trying to overhit it regularly and go for the big shot. And the dots build up. Then he was under the pump. And now the game's completely gone. 360.
Yeah.
The Sharks had 40 off that power play?
Yep, they were 38 after
38
3 overs.
off the power play.
38.
Now they haven't kicked on the last 2 overs. We've got 2 new players that haven't faced the ball yet in the middle. And that's what you want. You want 2 new batters in a ring, nice and tight, build some dots. Hey, runs in the final. If they get anywhere near 100, they're going to be in good shape. But as you say, the mighty Efate Panthers got some serious depth in their batting.
Well, as you can see now, Joshua Razu just changing the field. They've put a lot of thought into who's batting, where the field placings will be, who will bowl to who. So they've been the superior team all tournament. And here they are again. Joshua Razu in. Samson Kalroy first delivery. A little bit shorter ball, faster ball, just pushed into the leg side. Just
as Jimmy Barnes is after it, you're not going to get 2 to Jimmy. As he rockets that arm in there from square leg. Great work there, Jimmy. And Razu, mate, you're right. His captaincy and the way he's controlled the game has been a great bonus for the Panthers, and he's done a good job. As young Bethan Molly, ex-under-19s captain on strike to Joshua Razu. Cheeky little offies. Oh, that popped a little bit. They've just knocked it down. Jimmy Barnes coming in for the run-out. Holds on to the ball. They get a good single. That's good bowling by Razu. That's a good over. Would have only been a wicket and a couple of runs.
It was 4 off the over. 1 wicket and 4 runs. And Bethan Molly, he just finished off the last over in the previous game with a 6-4 and a 2 or something like that. So he's going to take a lot of confidence into this innings in the second game here. And we're at nearly 10 runs and over. This is a really good start. It just depends what these batsmen do now. They need to work into the last 5 overs.
And that last over from Bethan Molly in that last match, the 6-4, changed the game. If they're chasing 80, they would have cruised a bit more. The mighty, Malay Tafia.
Bethan Molly
the Bulls.
Bethan Molly was going back in his crease, hitting to the leg side, but that wind's really picked up in the last hour, so he won't be able to do that in this game. But we've got Kenny Tari coming back on again. I'm not sure why Tony Tomato wouldn't have come on to change it up. I know we got
new batters. Maybe they're saving Tony as a finisher.
We got the key wicket last over, but.
Just Damo, we'll have a little break here. Emerging Cricket. Everyone go on Emerging Cricket social media and vote for Vanuatu shirts as Kenny Tari comes in the bowl. Bethan Molly punches it to the offside. As the big fella Laz Carlo packing in the front row. He missed it and Razu picks up the pieces. As I was saying, Damo, Emerging Cricket, they're having the best shirt in the world competition. Vanuatu in the semi-final against Japan. And we're slightly behind. So all you guys listening out there, get on Emerging Cricket Facebook and Twitter. They're great guys, great supporters of Associate Cricket. They've got great podcasts. Get behind them, like their page.
Well,
pump up the Vanuatu.
I'm going to say the voters so far have been colourblind. Like, there's chalk and cheese between Vanuatu and the
Vanuatu
Japanese.
shirt's unbelievable, Damo. Summers, who produce it for us, fantastic clothes. We've got the best clothes in world cricket.
Kenny Turry in from the Barbara Bellevue and then to Samson Cowroy. Pace on, shorter ball, and he's cracked it in front of square. We've got a fielder out there. And a couple of bounces. And your mate, is it? Picks it up there and we just get the single.
Tony Tomato out there in the mid-wicket. I'll tell you what, it's good wheels by Kenny Turry. He was always around the quickest bowler in Vanuatu, and he hasn't lost it, the old fella. The old air conditioner repairman from Pengo. Where's he? I think he's in freshwater now.
Yeah, well, he if you remember last game, he bowled short to Samson Carroll and he pumped him over cover.
He did.
We're Turry again from the Barbara Bellevue Hill, and it's a full ball, down leg side. Have appealed for caught behind.
The keeper's not appealing. He's called it wide. I think the bat might have hit the pad, or he's just trying to get away with the wide.
Well, he's got a bowl at the stumps. We can't be short like he was previously.
There's no deep point, and Bethel Moley and Samson Callaway, great players of the cut shot, so they'll be sweating on that cut shot. So he's got to bowl straight. If he gives the old wide away, I think you've got to give him a bit of leeway there to bowl the old leg side wide to make sure he bowls straight and gives no width. As he comes in the bowl to Bethel Moley now. Full punches it to the offside. Easy single there to Selwyn.
And Bethel Moley, like he did in the first game, he just pushed it around, rotated the strike. There hasn't been, I don't think there's been a dot ball since these two guys have got together.
No, they've been busy, and that word you always say, Damo, intent. They've shown great intent. They look to be busy, and that's what you've got to be. Keep ticking it over. The boundary balls, but they've got to find the boundary still in T10
in this T10, they need to find a boundary in every over, and they've got 4 off 3 deliveries here with the wide there. If they can get a boundary here with the 3 deliveries to go,
that's
take a little bit of pressure off.
That's their weakness, fighting boundaries here now as Kenny comes in the bowl to Sampson. Favour that cut shot. He just glides it. Selwyn's on that there, like a Panther, and they get the single. And the game is evenly poised, Damo. They're going at 10, so I reckon 100 in a final is a good score. Runs on the board in any final is always
and you
good.
got the Banana Bay Doctor in, which gives you an extra fielder. But the pitch is playing quite well. It's obviously dried out a little bit more, playing very well. It'll even be better to bat in the next innings. Another hour. Here we go. Kenny Turry in from the Barbara Bellevue Hill end. And it's a full ball, and Bethel Moley drags the leg side. Should only be a single out there to Tony Tomato. And nice fit in there. And we've got a single off every delivery, including 1 wide. So we're 6 off the over so far. A boundary would be exactly what the Ifira Sharks are wanting on this last delivery.
Yep, and that, so this has been their weakness. They've got to find that boundary. Bethel Moley found it in the last over of the last game, which got them home. Someone's got to find this boundary in the middle overs for the Sharks. And if they do that, the Ifira Sharks will go in with a good total as Kenny Turry comes in the bowl. He swings it. It's gone leg side. It's gone to the Barbara Big Bopper. Wesley, he's not going to run 2 on his arm. Great fielder as he fires it in. And that's only a single. That's a pretty good over upon Kenny Turry, the air conditioner repairman.
And 7 off the over. You take 1 off every delivery and get a wide, and you've taken 7 with no real risk. No.
Yep.
If you're going to do singles, you might as well get 1 off every ball, and then hopefully get a 2 boundaries the next over.
Yeah, they've just popped under that 10 and over mark, which is around the par score 100 is where you want to be. Even though this pitch has probably not played as well as it has the last few weeks, it's still with the power that Razu and Wesley have got in that team with their batting. No score is too big for those guys if they stay in and get going. Razu's bowled well this tournament, and he's on again now with his cheeky little offies.
Yeah, look, we're 4 overs to go. If they just need to keep their composure here, and if they can get 7 to 10 off this over and really target the next over as Razu comes in from the goon end.
Callaway swung,
and
he's walked.
He's got an unlucky caught behind. It's come off the pad, and the wicketkeeper's...
Yes, great reaction. Great decision by Muriel Kenny. The young female up-and-coming umpire.
Jared, the highlights reel, Alan. Samson goes across his crease.
Oh, it's off the back of the bat. That's a great reaction from the highlights reel. Is it? What's his name?
Bottom edge onto his leg. It's popped up to Jared, a human highlights reel.
Human highlights reel. Jared Allen's just snaffled that one.
And that takes him to 3 down at the start of the 7th over.
Samson, he outfoxed himself. He faked to do the reverse hit, then stood up to do the leg side hit. He just got to. he overcomplicated it for himself, and he's done that in the past as well. He just had to stand there back normal.
Yep.
Jamal Vera's come out, who's a good finisher of cricket matches for Vanuatu over time. He made a great innings against Malaysia, got us over that line one game in the T20 last year. But he struggled a little bit in this tournament, so he needs to get bat on ball early, find a middle of bat, give himself a bit of confidence.
His highest score in the tournament so far is only 22, but he's been batting down the order a little bit. He's not going to go big downtown. He's likely to hit it through the covers. He's going to play that lap shot once you've got a bit of pace on the ball. Razu in from the lagoon end here now. Tosses it up, and he's
taken it to Lascalo. One hand pick up, he's fumbled, the big fella, and Jamal's off the strike with a single. But he will be busy, and he is lightning between the crease as Beth and Molly will be. It'll be interesting watching these two run together. They'll be fast.
Yeah, if the ball sticks in the outfield, they'll definitely go for two. These two,
and they're not big hitters. So what they've got to do, they've got to knock it around and run fast between the wickets. So that's going to be their go-to here. So the Panthers have got to be on the ball here in the ring and stop the twos.
Razu in lagoon end, tosses it up outside off, and he's punched it into short cover.
The run is a mix-up. Big Laz.
Bit of a mix-up at the field.
Yes, Beth and Molly said wait, and Jamal ran. I don't know what he's thinking.
Well, I'm going to say the front rower knocked it on there. And
yes. Big Laz Carlo, he just bellied it away for a single, basically.
There we go, Razu in from the lagoon end. Jamal Vera on strike. And do not do that, Joshua Vera. Thank you very much.
No, that's out. He's cheating. No, he got warned first game. Take the bowls off. Why is that not out? No. Damo, tell me why it's not out.
No, you bloody wicket keeper.
Stay in your
Razu,
crease.
Lagoon end, puts the ball up, puts the leg side. Should be an easy single there.
Mate,
good running.
We got to continue this debate. He's out of his crease. Take the bowls off. Mate, I know, Roma, you might get a bottle around your head or something.
I don't know what sort of cricket they play in Adelaide, mate. Or
out. Mate, you're cheating. Stay in your crease. It's not that hard. They're going to Laz again. They've taken the front row on. He's another fumble. Pack a scrum. There's the third scrum of the day. It's gone to Laz.
Well, I didn't realise we had some Bet Barter banter in the box here.
We've got Bet Barter banter in the box, and now we've got Laz has taken over as the Bet Barter Butterfingers for the day.
Yeah. Well, here's guys. Get us on Emerging Cricket. Get us on Twitter. Get us on Facebook. Tell us what your thought. Man cat or no man cat?
Oh, man cat for me. If you're out
no
your crease,
man cat, guys.
Stay in your crease.
It's a low act.
How hard does that kick your bat on the ground?
Razu in from lagoon in.
He's out again. He can stub him again.
Just ticks it around the corner to fine leg there, and that's another single.
Beth Molly's a metre over his crease again. The man cat's on, Razu. Take him.
And we're 1 for 5 off that over. Takes us through to 61. 3 for 61 after 7. Shane, this is the biggest over of the grand final. You've got the wind. You've got Jamal on strike. Who will be bowling?
I reckon they're going to go to Shem Sala.
Yes.
Who is it?
Well, you got Shem Sala. You got Tony Tomato. You still got Big Wesley Viralulu to bowl one.
Well, no one's coming. Rose's sitting there, and all the fielders are walking around.
Tony's down at fine leg drinking some water. Are they calling for him?
No, Shem Sala.
We've got Shem Sala coming on.
Sala, experienced campaigner. Lots of slow balls, set up for the slow ball. The quicker one's going to be the change-up for him.
But
the pitch bowling from this end has supported the slow ball, so I reckon it's a good play bringing him on from this end. Set up for the slow ball. Beth and Molly will hit him behind square on the leg side, I think. But we've got Jamal Vera on strike now. So Shem Sala from the Bet Barter Bellevue Hill end.
Where's Jamal going to get a boundary here?
He could go over mid-wicket. He's just got to wait for the slow ball and hit it square of the wicket, just in front of the umpire, I think. Mid-wicket's open. Mid-wicket's really square here. There's a big gap between long on and deep mid-wicket. That's where you should be targeting.
Shem Sala in from the Bet Barter Bellevue end, and it's on leg stump, and he's just flicked it side, and they're going to try and run two here, and they should get it.
No, it's the big bopper. Well fielded by, he would have been, if I was directed, he's out because he's bat stuck in the crease. And the Bet Barter big bopper, Wesley Vera, has ran and picked it up one hand and flipped, thrown at the stumps. It was directed, he was out because he dived in, and that's what they're saying. Chopper gave himself a mischief.
Well, I think it was lucky it was Beth and Molly. If that was me, I'd be still turning around out there. And we've got the last 2 and a bit overs, and we have got a wide, a wicket, and everything else has been a single, Shane.
That's
They
what I said.
need some
They've got to
boundaries.
find the boundaries. This would be the weakness of the Sharks. This has been the weakness all tournament.
This is where they needed to have Nico Unavalu or someone with the big levers coming in when you're none for 40 in the power play. Shem Sala in from the Barbara Bellevue Hill end.
Yeah,
leg side, he's just tucked in the leg side, and it's not far enough off the pitch to get a two there.
You know, the Banana Bay Doctors drop slightly, and there's a few rain clouds out that way. Someone's got to take a risk hitting from batting from this end. Try to get a boundary this over.
Yeah, this over.
You've got to take a risk. You've got to take
this over in the last over. Yes.
You got to take one for the team and try to slog it over mid wicket here. Well, mid off is up. Over mid off is an option, but I'm not sure if Jamal's got it as Shem Sala comes in the bowl to Vera. He's used his feet. That's a wide down leg side. They'll take that. They need that extra. All the extra runs. The Sharks really need them at the moment. Damn, I'm just getting nervous about these rain clouds. Please tell me it's not going to rain in the final. Please,
Shane, we've got 15 singles, 2 wides and a wicket off the last 3 overs. 15 singles, 2 wides and a wicket.
Yeah, that's not enough.
If they lose this game, this is the middle areas where they just need to throw out that pinch hitter. Like throw someone unorthodox, a bigger kid, just throw the bat at the ball. Throw the kitchen sink.
One of these guys is going to take the risk.
Well,
we've got to take it upon themselves.
We've got 16 deliveries to go. Shem Sala coming in from the Barbara Bellevue Hill end. On pace.
Yeah, see, that's it. That
pitch.
pitch. That's the spot you got to bowl in the pitch. Apo, and the Sharks exploited it last game.
And Jamal's under pressure. He's coming down the pitch trying to put some pace on the ball. He wants that big shot.
Yeah, so you can't look at the pitch. You know what the pitch is playing like. You know that spot's there, and it's really well bowled. They've got to utilise that. The team that does that will go a long way winning this final.
Well, you know he's going to be at the stumps or just outside off stump. If he just comes leg side a little bit and he tries to hit it over cover, would be the shot to go. And he goes leg side, and he should get a boundary there. And that's our first boundary in 4 overs, I think it is. And Ifira Sharks had to have a boundary.
And it was going to come behind square. It was going to be a sweepy, sloggy sort of thing because of the slow ball and the slowness of the pitch and the strength of these
Panthers knew that because they got the fine leg. They've got a square leg behind square, knowing that the power's not in front of the wicket. It's going to be with the pace of the ball behind the wicket. But I still like to see Jamal Vera go over covers. Even a shot out there is going to get at least 2. As Shem Sala comes in again from the Barbara Bellevue Hill and a short delivery. He's pulled the leg side. They won't be fast enough to get 2 here. It's the Barbara Big Bopper.
Oh, he's misfielded. Put the mocker on him.
And that's good running. They've taken 2 there, and we're 8 off the over with 1 delivery to go. Another boundary is what the Ifira Sharks need here, Shane. They've got to get that score near 100.
But in the field, the twos, if they get a couple of twos, it makes up for the non-boundary hitting. So that's why they've got to put the fielders under the pump.
Well, besides the dot ball, we haven't had besides the wicket, we haven't had a dot ball in 4 overs. So they're turning the strike.
He's got to get that boundary or those couple of twos as Shem Sala comes in the bowl to Jamal Vera. Back in the box, smacks at the mid-off. Mid-off's up in the ring. They get a single. That's a good shot. Metre either way of that fielder could be 4.
And we're 10 off the over with 3 for 7. 3 for 71 after 8, Shane.
I've got to suck him in a bit and get some oxygen, but I'll just go back to the emerging cricket. Everyone, please, I'm begging you, go on the emerging cricket Twitter and Facebook and vote for the best jersey competition. The Vanuatu jersey, by far the best in the world. Give it a vote. Make sure we get into the final where it's against Germany. Japan, nice shirt, but we've got it covered.
And while you're there voting for that, why don't you just tell us if you're a man cat or no man cat? And we've got two overs left here, and Tony Tomato will come on from the Lagoon end here.
Mate, Damo, why can't you just stay in your crease? It's not that hard.
Let's get back to the grand final. The Bet-Barter Grand Final's on here and a bit of banter.
Bet-Barter banter in the commentary box.
This banter's going to go for a long time tonight, I think. Jamal Vera on strike here.
Look at Tony Tomato coming in from this end. He's bowled well. He's got a good slow ball. He's come in the bowl. Jamal Vera's timed that. He looks up for they've got to push for 2. They don't. It's well fielded there by Kenny Tara, the air conditioner repairman. Fires it in. And Tony Tomato's been one of the outstanding bowlers of the tournament. He's bowled at the death, bowling from the Holiday Inn Hospitality Lagoon end. Yeah. And he's bowled really, really well using slow balls and changes of pace.
Well, let's see how Mighty Efate go here. I think they need a 3rd man for Beth and Molly. Beth and Molly will love to push this through a gully, no doubt. As we got Tony coming in, storming in from that end, big long levers.
He's stepped across, and Muriel Kenny's given him
He's nearly walked on an LBW. He's gone across I was watching side on, but he's gone across his crease. If we can get a replay, he's gone down on one knee. He's been hit on the thigh, but it's probably halfway up the wicket.
Oh, well.
And that is plumb, and that's some great umpiring by Muriel Kenny again.
Well done, Muriel Kenny, to give that one. She's a good young up-and-coming tournament. The two lady umpires have been fantastic. They're both in their own right really good cricketers and playing the national women's team. But they've done a great job with the umpire under the pressure, because there's a lot of pressure here. It's the biggest tournament Vanuatu's seen.
Well, it's difficult when you've got a guy coming across the pitch. He's going down on one knee. But Bethan Molly, as he did, that was his go-to in the last game where we got away with some runs. He was going for the boundary, which he had to do. 2 overs to go.
He's got the palm down the leg side, hasn't he?
Yeah, and we've got William Yamak. Is that coming in there? It should have
He's
been
a
Nico.
good clubman. He's a good clubman.
He's a great clubman. I don't think
Peter Duffy.
he should have been the clubman batting down the order a little bit. This should have been Nico Unavalu with the big long levers. Come on, Ifira Sharks.
Now,
you let me down here, boys.
If you don't know, Damien Smith, the commentator, plays for the Sharks, so he's a bit one-eyed. He's got fast hands, though, William Yamak, as Tony comes in the bowl, flicked off his pads. They'll just get a single.
And it continues with all these runner singles. Jamal Vera wouldn't. He's not huge down the ground. He's probably likely to do a lap shot here. He's been pace on quite a bit, or would he go back and hit it through?
Well,
like
Damo,
gully?
there's no regulation fine leg and no regulation third man. So if you're going to lap something, this is the lap now.
Yeah, fine leg's definitely in the wrong spot.
Yeah, fine leg's too square, and they've got a backward point with no third man. Not that I can see. So the lap shot is on, and he's a great exponent of it.
9 deliveries.
Even if it's an off-pace ball, you can still lap it.
9 deliveries to go here. Tony coming in, storming in.
No,
it's
he's
a slow ball, hits him on the pad.
There's
He's
a
going to
run
take a
out
run
on for sure. Oh, he's missed him.
He's missed it. And that'll just be
There's
a
an
leg
ooh
bye.
from the crowd, and there's a fantastic atmosphere. I reckon that should have been the lap. He should have been down on one knee then.
As we watch the replay here.
That was prime for the lap. It was a full toss. Oh, that could have been a great ball to lap.
I think we've seen it all tournament. Everyone that's charged down the pitch is I don't know what they've done, Shane. Talk me through it.
Three to aim at, and his old underarm 10-pin bowling skills have let him down there. No 10-pin bowling centre in Vanuatu, so you've got to give him a break for that, don't
Here
you?
we go, William Yamak. We want to see him punch this over covers. Tony in, Lagoon end. And he
It's gone
goes
over
down the
mid-off.
ground. It's going to be safe. Lands on the 30-metre circle. But no intent from the batsman there. He hit the ball there, and he never looked like he wanted to go back for 2, whereas Jamal Vera desperately wanted to get back down the other end. Definitely not a 2 in there, but the intent was there.
Vanuatu's got the intent. Whether he's going to go to the lap here now, I reckon the lap shot is on.
Still
for
on. You've got that
Jamal.
white. You've got
It's
the
really good. He's got to get low.
fine leg.
I'll be back in the lap. It's just
we need a boundary here. He's got to get to 80 at this and then get him into the 90s.
Needs a boundary here. He's gone step away from off stump. Hit it through the offside. There's
That's
the
a
boundary.
boundary.
You wanted, Damo. That's a great shot. Give yourself a bit of room. There was no sweeper on the offside. That's good batting by Jamal Vera. As you see the replay, just give yourself a bit of room. That's better than coming down. There's a good ball on the stump, and he sliced it away through the offside.
Yeah, and that's his go-to there.
Catchable high, but
take us 8 off the over, take us 4 for 79 off 9 overs. They need a 15 or a 16. I don't think 80-something's not enough. It's got to be in the 90s at least, Shane.
Yeah, who's bowling? It is the
big
Betbata Big Bopper.
Well, why wouldn't he? He's best figures 3 for 16, 7 wickets up until today.
Got to bowl into the pitch is where you got to bowl. It's a bit slow, and that's his natural length, his back of a length, hard back of a length. So it might be hard to hit here. I'm expecting a good over from the Big Bopper here.
Well, I'm expecting the Ifira Sharks to throw the kitchen sink at everything, and we just need a little bit of luck. I'll take an outside edge, an inside edge. I'll take anything about now, Shane.
Yes.
A lot of time taking on the field here. What sort of field we got? We've got
third man finally up, point up, in cover. They're the 4 inside the ring. It's back of a length. He's hooked it. It's
timed it quite well. Needs a bit of spin on the ball.
Stop. It's a good ball. Heavy at the body. He can only paddle it away to deep backward square. Shamsala picks it up and throws in. They get a single. Jamal Vera's the man here.
Well, my clubman, I'm going to say that's probably his best shot of his tournament. It's a
single
out
good
into
tournament.
square.
He shelled a few absolute dollies out there too.
Can we get Peter Duffy and get him a bit bigger, wider, longer, classic
one
bat?
about a foot wide, I think.
Here we go. Wesley Viralilu coming in from the Betbata Bellevue Hill end. Slow ball, and again he pulls it back to the bowler, and we've got a single again,
Yeah, he's Jamal's 2 shots, wide mid-wicket and the scoop. He must have thought Wes was going to bowl the pace ball, but he bowled the off-pace. and he picked the wrong shot on that occasion. But they need a boundary, Damo. They've got to get over 90. It won't be enough against the Panthers.
Yeah, I think Jamal needs to move leg side and hit over covers. Here we go. Wesley Virilulu coming in again. Off-pace ball.
The clubman's got it. It's in the gap at mid-wicket. It's bounced once. They'll come back. He hasn't run hard. The clubman's run like a clubman, but they've got back for 2. He has not won the first one hard. No. That is club cricket.
That is club cricket.
That's why he's a clubman. He's got to be better than that. He's got to be smarter and switched on. You will now, but that's a 2. You need that. You just got to have 2 boundaries will get you in the mid-90s, and then it's going to be game on for this final.
Yeah, I think they have to get into the 90s to be competitive here against this batting lineup. Wesley Virilulu in from the Betbata. Bellevue Hill in again. On-pace delivery.
Fast. That was fast.
That was
Why does he use his feet? Could he just stay there and smoked it through the offside?
Well, if you stand, that's what you're after. They just open the face of the bat up and you hit it anywhere you like.
He should be loading his weight on his back leg a bit here. So if it's a slow ball, he can hit it square the wicket. If it's the fast-paced ball, he can slice it through the offside or hit it wide of mid-on. But he's going to run down the track, which really limits you if you don't quite get it right.
Wesley Virilulu in again.
False start.
False start there.
As I'll mention again, go Emerging Cricket. Get on that Twitter and Facebook page. Vote for Vanuatu. Best shirts in the world.
Yeah, right, Shane. That's the difference between playing club cricket and playing the international games, isn't it? Just that experience. Get on that back foot, wait for the ball.
Knowing what to do under pressure and thinking clearly, which is something we've always struggled with, but competitions like this will help us as Wesley comes in the bowl. It's to the clubman. They've got to run
for 2. They've got to go for 2, even if he runs him out.
I think keep Jamal Vera on strike.
For 1 delivery.
He's got 2 options. He'll go back in the box, all his weight on his back leg to hit wide or mid-on, or scoop. They bowled him the slow ball last time. I reckon he's going to do slow ball again.
I think he needs to come leg side and hit through the off. He's got to hit through the offside.
Oh, but hit the doctor. He can smack it wide line. He can hit big balls.
6 will take us to
big balls over the long one.
6 will take us to 90.
Sala's done a hamstring. It's no good when he be stamping passports when the border's open again as he comes to the bowl. He's back in the box. He swung and it's him on the pad. They'll get the single. And 85. It's indoor cricket style out there now. And 85. Damo Smith, is it enough?
No.
So they're 38 after 3 overs. So they've got 50 in 7. They've got less than 50 in the last 7 overs. That's where they've struggled, haven't they?
Well, it's just if it's 2020 cricket, you're happy with all those singles in there. You get a few more boundaries. If it's 50 over cricket, you're really happy with all the singles. 10-10 cricket.
10-10. You got to find the rope on a regular. You got to find the rope regularly, and they haven't managed to do that.
Well, whenever the Ifira Sharks have won a game, Narling Nipiko has batted a little bit longer. He's been either not out or he scored a lot of runs. He had to do what he did, got caught, but just needed him to probably bat a few more overs there. And if he does bat a few more overs, they're closer to the 100. But the Ifira Sharks, they have defended 65. They have...
Good shout, that.
They have...
Who's that against? Melee Tafia Bulls.
Melee Tafia Bulls. They were bowled out for 35 and then took the same team here, Mighty Efate Panthers, 7 overs to chase them down. So the game's not over here, and with the little bit of experience playing on this pitch in the previous game...
Yeah, they're probably the best bowling attack. And what also will happen here, Damo, Razu in particular, and Laz Carlo, the pinch hitter, hasn't come off yet. They'll just swing at every ball at the start. So they can either go bang, 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 bang and be 50 off 3 overs, or they could be 4 for 20, which they have been, but they've still managed to win with Simpson, Obed, and Wes lower down the order getting the runs. So
well, it's been a team effort, though. You look at the batting lineup, you've got Wesley Virilulu, who's top scorer of 48, 3rd on the batting list, strikes it at 200. You've got Joshua Razu, 4th on the batting list, 69, not out, higher score, striking at 211. You've got Simpson Obed batting down the order, he's 5th on the runs, 40 not out, higher score, striking at 145.
Yep.
Jared Allen, who's hit 6 sixes, higher score of 22, but he's hit 6 sixes. Macmillan Macca on the shovel, he's striking at 123. 90s, they're going to need to bowl extremely, extremely well.
Yeah. Well, as I say, they've just, every time they've lost the momentum, the Panthers, they've always found someone to come in and take it up. All the current batsman takes up the big hitting. And that's been their strength, is their strength in depth. But as I say, They won't die wondering. They'll go hard early. They'll just go hard. So they're
Well, I
going
think you have to.
They're going to give the Sharks a massive chance here because they want it. They'll be. I reckon, knowing Josh Razoo, he's thinking, let's try to wrap this up in 7 overs. And if you lose a couple, you got a few overs in the bank to regroup and have another shout later in the innings. And that's a good ploy and a good tactic, I think.
And if you're watching, guys, a little bit overcast here in the Vanuatu Beta Vanuatu Blast, I should say. It's the grand final. Mighty Efate Panthers are going to be chasing the Ifira Sharks this afternoon. They need 86 to win off their 10 overs, and big crowd building this afternoon. If you're in town, please come on down and watch us. If you're watching live on screen, get on Emerging Cricket and vote for our shirts and tell us if you're a man cutter or not a man cutter. And we'll be back shortly for the second half of the grand final.
See you at the start of the second innings.
When on-field action stops you to enter the stadium, off the field will help you sit tight in front of your screen. Catch untold, unheard series.
Can you hear me? It's unique how it's
It is being found guilty.
He was good of scoring a 100.
Earlier, I did see your app and keep rocking. It's a great app, and whoever is watching, please do subscribe and learn. And not just from me, a lot of people out there.
Willie, we on? All right, I think we're welcome back here to the VCG for the second half of this game. And targets, 84 was it, Damo?
84, well, I'm just looking, they're still going on with this experiment of the front rower, Laz Carlo at the non-strikers end.
Big Laz Carlo, he's practicing. Babe Ruth, I forgot his nickname. You had a nickname for him, it was Babe Ruth.
We've got Joshua Razu on strike here in the grand final in the Bet-Barter Vanuatu Blast, the captain here. And Yusuf Obed will come in from the lagoon end to start proceedings off.
young Obed Yusuf. He's about 18, been in the under-19s for a couple of years. Good left arm spinner. He needs to bowl well. He bowled poor in the first game, so he needs to step up. He dropped it a bit short in the first game, so he's going to be under pressure, the young fella.
And the last over will be from the Bet-Barter Bellevue Hill end, and they'll hitting with the Banana Bay.
With the Bet-Barter Banana Bay. Breeze. Doctor, here he goes. Obed Yusuf coming. Oh,
false start.
A false start. Josh Razu, one of the form players of the tournament, on strike now.
Well, form players, he's striking at 211. He's going to go hard. He's going to go early in the power play. Yusuf in from Lagoon end. Little flat ball.
Cut shot into the ground. Just pops up. Betha Molly. Oh, he's dropped it. They'll just get the one. Good start. Good start for the Panthers. And we've got big Laz, Babe Ruth, Carlo. On strike, as you say, the experiment, him coming in, being a pinch hitter, hasn't quite worked for him, but he's got some serious power and he has got some good ability too.
And we've got a long mid on and we've got a deep square. Is deep square right, Shane? Do you think it should be a deep mid wicket?
Now, I like him deep. I like him more at mid wicket. He's far too square there. That's where you're going to target the good length ball. But he's got to pitch it up and target the stumps here, and he's a big chance for a wicket. As the young fella comes in the bowl now. He's tossed it up. Nice strike down the ground. I'll tell you, that's the best ball Les Carlo struck in the whole tournament. Is it his day? Is he coming big in the final?
Yeah, Yusuf, I bet he's just thrown the ball up there a little bit, hasn't he? He's given him a look at it. Les Carlo, nice shot down the ground there. He's timed it quite well. I'm going to signs here. Big Carlo gets his eye in. Razu on strike here now to Yusuf Obed. A little bit shorter. He's on the back foot. Pushes it to straight cover. And there's no run there. This is a much better over to start the innings from Yusuf Obed compared to the first game where he went for 12 or 16 off the first over. Like we said, Mighty Ifate, Panthers will want to get after this bowling, and he does go hard. It's straight down the ground. Apollonie Stevens fielding there. It could be a run-out chance at the keeper's end. It should be run-out, and it is. And that's an easy run-out to Jamal Vera and Apollonie Stevens there. And Laz Carlo is well short of his ground. One thing we always see, Shane, in Vanuatu cricket, there's always lots of run-outs. Always lots of run-outs. Here we go. He belts it down the ground. Apollonie Stevens doesn't take it clean.
Still on the ground and smacked it. That's the fumble. It's big Laz Babe Ruth Carlo. He's still on the ground, injured by the way. But Abbo's picked it up, thrown to the keeper's end, through to the right end.
And he's meters out. Meters out.
He hasn't run. He hasn't heard the call, obviously.
And to answer your question from the last delivery, Shane, no, it is not Laz Carlo's day. He's on his way.
Yes.
And
the experiment hasn't worked, and he's injured himself, the poor fella, as well. He hasn't had the best tournaments, but I think that comes from he hasn't played international cricket at the level that we're at now, and that intent that you need these days, that a couple of the club players haven't really been up to, along with the current international stars.
If they want to win the Mighty Ifate Panthers, they've got 5 batsmen, and Laz Carlo wasn't in the top 5 of them. We've got Jared, the human highlights reel coming out now. He's got a top score of 22. He's hit him at 125. He's actually hit 2 4s and 6 6s. One that he thinks went 150
He's claiming
metres.
he hit a ball 150 metres.
150.
I don't think so, Jared Allen. He's got good muscles, I'll give him that, but he's not hitting them 150 metres.
Oh, those chicken wings aren't hitting them 100 metres either.
No. He's been a good player for the Panthers coming in at number 3. He's always ticking the strike. It's been short and wide. He's cut it straight to Bethamoli. That was 4 if you pick the gap. He hit it well, but straight to the fielder.
And Ifira Sharks have got the slip in here too, and they've got quite an attacking field.
Yes.
They look pretty pumped in the field too after coming up
the
and winning
Sharks are circling when they cranked out the Jaws music.
Jared Allen just doesn't need to get stuck on strike here. Yusuf Obed should finish this over off.
He's
and he's hit
the
on the
slog
pad.
sweep.
This must be down leg side, Shane.
That's
been his go-to shot, and we're 1 for 2 off the first over, and the Ifira Sharks will be extremely happy with that start.
He's favoured the slog sweep, Alan. Even see the replay, but not from the angle we probably wanted to see it from. He favours the slog sweep to get his boundaries. Only gone leg side. Here we go. If we play it on there,
And
going down leg side.
Good decision, Muriel Kenny.
Very good decision. Muriel Kenny, Young,
and Rachel
Andrew, young umpires have been fantastic in this tournament. ICC, if you're looking at young up-and-coming umpires, these 2 young ladies have been brilliant. great players in their own right too for the national team, and I'm really, really thrilled to bits at the performance they've put in. They've probably out-umpired the senior guys, in my opinion.
And just on that, Shane, the Ifira Sharks, they took 6 off the last over when they were batting. Have they just made up for it with that first over there, 1 for 2?
It's a great over, but these are the overs here, bowling from the Betbarda Bellevue Hill and, or we should call it the Damien Smith penthouse end. The Palace, your Palace is up there on the hill somewhere.
Up there, we've got Narling Nipiko, the captain, coming on here. He's also up there in the wicket stakes this for the tournament, and he comes on and he should charge in here for the first couple of deliveries. Betbarda Bellevue Hill end, and it's outside off stump. Joshua Razu shows the intent what he wants to do. He wants to go downtown. He wants to put it in my house, and that's a dot ball.
You lose it in your house in the left, in the east wing or the west wing.
Probably because it's so messy. Life's away, that's so messy. Narling Nipiko, really good. I'm not sure what he'll do here. Do you think he'll need to do take the pace off or something with Joshua Razu with that intent?
He mixes it up sometimes too much, but in T10 he bowls slower balls, bounces, good length balls like that one. So I don't think 2 balls will be alike. So I think the off-pace ball is coming as Nipiko comes to bowl to Josh Razu. It is off-pace, and he just sticks in the wicket a little bit.
That's a dot ball, and that's 2 dot balls.
Sticks in the wicket a little bit, as it has been from that end, and he just pops it one for a single.
Well, Joshua Razu wants to be in the game. He got a single the very first ball of the game. Deliveries so far, Joshua.
He's got some serious power though, Damien. He can hit it. No ground's big enough for him. If he gets in and gets his day, he's probably one of the best players in Vanuatu by far. As Narling Nipiko comes in the bowl to Joshua Razu. He swung it. It's
straight the fielder.
Straight the Bethamoli, and he's got it. That's a huge wicket for the Sharks.
And Nipiko, the captain's come on and he's gone dot. Huge wicket. And
flat and hard. He needed to go a bit more square. He's picked out long on as young Bethamoli. It might have had a little bit of a look. It was an ice cream cone. It popped out there for sure. But he's hung on to it.
Ice cream cone, that was tracking some serious
days, he hit it. Hey, this is the first time the Panthers have been really under the pump this whole tournament. You don't want to play your best game at the first game. You want to play your best game at the last game. And have the Sharks done that? Have they peaked under the tutelage of Mark Dunn? Don't underestimate the Mark Dunn's influence on this game out there, the team manager.
Well, we've still got some batting to come, and here is our Betbarda big bopper Wesley Viralulu coming in. And hasn't he had a great tournament?
For me, the player of the tournament, because when he scored his runs, he scored them fast. When he's taken his wickets, he's taken them at important times. He is the Betbarda big bopper.
Well, he has taken a few deliveries. He's hit the sweepers first before he's gone the big shot, hasn't he? But let's give you a couple of stats on him. He's top scorer of 48, but he's belted them at 201 strike rate, 10 fours, 11 sixes before today.
And he's hit them when the power play's been out too. The fielders don't matter for him. If he hits it that big and strong and that hard, but he needs to get in. The team needs him now as Narling Nipiko comes in the bowl. He stood up on it, which he's done all tournament. And that's a good ball. It's a captain's knock here from Narling Nipiko with the bat in what was effectively the semi-final, and now with the ball in the final, he's got the big wicket of Razu. Now he's bowling to the Betbarda big bopper and Wesley Vera, the Lulu.
Yeah,
he needs to get him. The Panthers are in trouble, Damo.
Yeah, 2 deliveries to go here. This is a big matchup for Nipiko, and he knows it too. It was a faster ball. Probably expect the pace off on this one. He comes in. Hopefully, it moves off the seam onto the stumps. It'll be nice. And it comes off the seam.
It really has.
Comes
Nostradamus Smith again.
Off the seam and hits him on the inside thigh. And we are 1 wicket, 4 dot balls. This could be a wicket maiden in the Vanuatu Blast Betbarda final, Shane.
Now, if you're joining us for the first time, my co-commentator Damien Smith is a Sharks player, long time, and he is absolutely pumped here. I might have to get the ambulance ready for him if he's going to blow a gasket if they take a wicket here, especially if it's the big bopper.
I just see the big bopper, Wesley Viralulu, looking leg side. Why is he looking out there? Here we go, Nipiko in from the Betbarda Bellevue Hill end.
He's hit leg side. He's hit it miles, Damo. That's why he was looking leg side. That is a monster hit.
Add that to your highlight reel. He's just peeled off number 12, and that's a big hit. How far is that one?
That's why he's known as the Betbarda big bopper.
That's
a good length ball. It's fast and good length, and pick the bones out of that straight through the line. That's 100 metres plus. That's out of the Betbarda VCG.
Well, it's 75 metres to the boundary, and it's well over the boundary.
That's a big shot.
And there goes my wicket maiden. He's
And
gone
they-
for 1 for 6.
And
And
the
we're 2
Panthers
for...
needed that, Damo. They're under the pump, but that's what they've done. They've been under the pump a few times, and someone's always stepped up. And they've got Simpson Obed that come, who's also stepped up. But the bet part of Big Bopper Wesley, they've just hit that 6. He's the key man. Jared needs to support him. He'll go for the slog sweep off the spinners, which he's always favoured. But he's hitting into the Banana Bay Doctor, which is blowing really strongly from the Corman Stadium end.
Yeah, the human highlights really just needs to build a partnership here with Viralulu, doesn't he? There we go. Obed Yusuf coming in from the lagoon end. Tosses up on the stumps. He's practiced through offside. That's a great shot. That should be... Is it too slow? The outfield's very slow.
Great bit of
Good
fielding
fielding there.
out
They should restrict him to 2. Beth and Molly, great chase there. He knew it was going to pull up short in this field this afternoon.
And that's how you can see how much rain we've had this week in Port Villa. It's been a huge week of rain. The outfield is much slower. That would have been for any other time of the year, except for this week probably. But it was a good shot from Jared Allen, the human highlights reel, as Obed Yusuf comes in. Tosses up, he's down the track, he flicks it along on. It's down to
Stefan Sandy.
Rocking out the best afro in Vanuatu today. He's looking good down there, Stefan Sandy, that afro.
Well, I don't think
that's brilliant. I'm loving it.
I don't think
I'm so jealous.
He can't afford a hat, so he's just.
I don't think you get a hat on that afro. That's. Wish I was that age and had hair like that.
Anyway, Shane, we're still in the power play. This is a really good matchup here. Yusuf Obed here into our Bet Barter Big Bopper, Wesley Viralulu.
Bet Barter Big Bopper.
What's Wesley going to look to do here, Shane?
Just going to hit straight over long off. Straight down towards your camera now as the spinner comes in. Bit short of a length and he just punched it. No run on the offside. I say his technique is so like Freddie Flintoff, I reckon. He stands up, hits straight through the line of the ball, drives for 100 metres, which is
he can afford to have a dot ball because he's got the power to catch up, doesn't he?
He will make up later in the innings.
Yusuf Obed coming in from the lagoon end. And that's
straight
a
over
full
long
toss. He's hit over, mid-off, one bounce, and that's boundary. And that's how quickly he can make up for a dot ball.
Yeah, that's exactly where he's got to hit nice. He hits so good straight. That's what I like so much about him. He keeps his shape. He's got so much power. He doesn't need to go across the line. And he got the length and the width, full and wide, and he pumped it over mid-off as Obed Yusuf's in again. It's short. He's cut it straight to his brother, Beth and Molly. No run there. Yes, they are brothers, different surnames, but I can confirm they're brothers. Why is one's little fella? I'm not sure how it
Why
works,
is one 25 kilos and one's 100? Here we go. Yusuf Obed in
sure.
from the lagoon end. Tosses up on the stumps.
Really well bowled. Really well bowled.
7 off the over. We're 2 for 15 after 3, as opposed to 38. Number 38 from the Ifira Sharks. Is this game on, Shane?
This is game on. I didn't think 80 odd was enough, but we're losing runs too early. It's up to these two now with Simpson Obed to come. Tony Tamar. Oh, I forgot the McMillan Mackie, the Tanner shovel. He'll shovel him down with the Banana Bay Doctor into the grandstand. He's got the shovel. Look forward to seeing that later. But now we've got Jared Allen. He's looked good. He's got to support the Big Bopper.
Yeah, I think what
I'll tell you what. Now Appo's on. Sorry, Damo. Appo's on now, and he bowled really, really well into this pitch in the first game. That was one of the keys to their success.
Yeah, I think he did, and that's a good change of getting him on early because he does take wickets. He's got the...
When on-field action stops you to enter the stadium, off the field will help you sit tight in front of your screen. Catch untold, unheard series.
Can you hear me?
It's unique how it's
It is being found guilty.
It was good of scoring a 100.
earlier. I did see your app and keep rocking. It's a great app, and whoever is watching, please do subscribe and learn. And not just from me, a lot of.
I don't think the Duckworth Lewis computer switched on yet.
Well, I'll tell you now, Ifira Sharks are in
It's all
front.
good. It's all good. We're all good. We're good to go.
Wesley Viralulu just coming down from the non-strikers and have a quick chat to the human highlights reel, Jared Allen. What did he say? I'm not sure.
Hit this one 120 metres like you did the other day.
You'd probably like to see him go back on the back foot and just wait for this delivery. Stevens comes in. It's a full toss. He's hit it to the fielder at point, and that'll be a dot to start the 4th over. And the mighty Efate Panthers, they're under...
Four.
5 in the last 7 balls. Yeah,
5
in the last...
dot balls, last 7 balls. Under the pump here a little bit. They've been the best.
Good chatter out there from the Ifira Sharks. Seppo Stevens coming in for the third delivery here. Jared Allen on strike.
Slow ball.
Slow ball's wide. Oh, he's he's devastated. And the human highlights reel just added one to that list.
But not one he wanted. It's slow. I said that wicket, outside off stump, back of a length. You can see the pitch is a little bit off colour there.
Comes in, and it's a wide off pace, split fingers.
Really well bowled.
And he's
stopped in that
pitch. We didn't know what to do. He's just thrown the bat out to it. It's gone straight to short cover, and we are 3 down. And the Ifira Sharks are pumping here. But this is the partnership now is the key partnership. Simpson Obed, Wesley Viralulu. This is what the Ifira Sharks need to break to win this match.
Yeah, these are the 2 key players. Experienced Simpson Obed and the young Bada Big Bobber who's been bobbing them everywhere the whole tournament. But the thing is, look, there's a lot of pressure going into the final when you're the real favourite. You're first in the final. You didn't have a match on this morning. I know there's a bit of talk, Damo, where they're spending the prize money tonight at the saloon bar. I'll be with you, boys, but at the moment, I'm going to have to be buying them for you. Because the prize money looks like it's going to the Sharks at this stage. But these 2 in, anything is possible. 80's not a big score.
Well, Simpson Obed in his high score, 40 not out. He's been one of the star performers when they've been under trouble. Strike him at 145. He can't find the boundary as well. He's batted quite smartly through this tournament.
They only need 10 and over, mate, still. As Appo Stephen comes to the bowl, slow ball. Simpson Obed punches it the long on. Bethan Miley picks it up, fires it back in. But as you say, these 2, it's definitely not out of reach. These 2. It's only 10 and over. The Banana Bay doctor's blowing, so if you're hitting from the striker's end now, there's a big chance to get some boundaries and some sixes down this end. So there's a lot to play for, and there's a big chance.
What do you want to see Viralulu do here? Do you want to see Viralulu
just
wait
got
on the
to
back
play
foot?
the way he plays, mate. He's just got to hit him straight down the ground like he's been doing, and that's a full toss. That's a no ball. That's poor from Appo Stephen. But I would like to bet Bopper and strike for the free hit. It's going to be a free hit. So that's already 2 off this ball. If you get the free hit away for a boundary, that's a big play. And
Muriel
it's
Kenny,
poor bowling.
Muriel Kenny, good call from
Good
square
call
leg
from the
as
umpire.
well. Yeah, they're always difficult when the slow balls are dropping fast at the very end.
I've got
There,
to say, she's been outstanding as Rachel Andrew.
Simpson Obed's faced 1 ball, and he's got a free hit. He'd be loving this. Appo Stevens. But they get to change the field, though.
They're allowed to change the field now. I don't think they need to, though. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, they'll keep third man fine leg up, so he's got to bowl probably full and straight or slow ball.
That's a big mistake from Appo Stevens as he comes in from the Barbara Bellevue Hill end. Looks like pace on. He goes short ball.
That's 6. Simpson Obed's put it out of here.
Rocks onto the back foot, and he's hit that out of the middle, and it's gone straight over the grandstand.
That's an 8-run free hit plus the extra runs. That's an 8-run delivery, and they needed that, Damo. You didn't need it as a Sharks stalwart.
Not what they needed from their experience. The experience of Appo Stevens
well,
here. But well done by the mighty Efate Sharks. It's one thing to get a free hit. It's another thing to put over the fence.
Simpson Obed's, mate, the first ball he faced, he timed straight out of the middle, and he's absolutely hit that straight out of the screws as well.
Last delivery here from Appo Stevens. What was a fantastic over to start with. He was 1 for 1 before the no ball, and now he's 1 for 9. 1 delivery to go.
The game's now evenly poised, Damo.
Finish this over off here. Stevens comes in from the Barbara Bellevue end.
Good slow ball, really good slow ball.
And he gets through the over. And we are 3 for 24.
3 for 24 after 4.
Are you in search for the best IT solution company? Visit Swap Infotech, one of the leading app solution providers with excellent IT infrastructure and solutions. We provide the most affordable rates with no compromise on quality. On-time delivery tops our priority list. We have experts who believe in turning technology into business value. Swap Infotech, transforming technology for tomorrow.
To buy Miles.
And I'd probably like to see Nali Nipiko bowl the 6th over from the Barbara Bellevue Hill end, just to build some pressure, get some pressure on the batsman. Whether they lose a wicket or not before then. But this is going to be a key over here.
Yeah, the big afro's on, and I really hope he's a good young cricketer. He's got all the skills. He's got the bowls off spin with the Dooja, mixes his pace up as well, really well. Comes off the Viv Richards, Carl Hooper 2-step run up, swing the arm over. More casual than a McDonald's worker.
Shane, we've got this interesting field again. We've got a short, fine-legged, deep square behind square, a mid-wicket, a mid-on, mid-off, short cover, and then we have a deep cover and then a point. No one behind point.
Yeah, well, he's got to bowl at the stumps.
Stump line.
The big bopper's got to hit straight as well. It's up there. He swung. It's down the ground. In between mid on, mid off. He has got enough on it. I would have stuck an arm out there if you're the fielder. Is that 4 or 6? I can't quite see.
Well, the umpire's called 6.
The umpire's called 6.
It's only just 6.
Mate, he hits it. He's got so much power. He's hit that flat and straight hard.
Well, he hits very straight, doesn't he? So you want those guys quite straight at mid-on and mid-off. Here we go. Stefan Sandy in from Lagoon end.
He's gone. There's a stumping chance. Not out. Really well bowled. Good comeback. Really good comeback. From young Stefan Sandy.
That'll just make Viralulu just think a little bit before the next delivery, I think.
And he's laughing out there. He's enjoying his cricket, which he always does. I think he's probably telling Jamal, you weren't quick enough for me there, mate. But there's a bit of Betbarter banter out there, isn't there?
Well, he'll be looking forward to this private bank man of the match if he gets a few more runs here this afternoon. Stefan Sandy coming in from Lagoon end. What's he got for us? Stump line, and he's just played inside. He's just, as you say, Shane, you're bowling around the wicket, just pushing that ball just across him.
Just across him. Will it spin back or does it go on the arm? It's the natural variation. That's what coming around the wicket does for you as an off spinner.
And he's gone 6 ...
Good hands by Jamal Vera there. He's keeping the big bopper on his toes, but he's hit 6 and 2 dots, which that's what he'll do. He'll go boundary. He won't just block and run. He'll go boundary and a few dot balls, but you take that when you got his power. As Stefan Sandy comes in again, tosses up. He's blocked it. He's nearly blocked it. The third Damo. He's supposed to be impartial, but you're not. As a single, he's just blocked it over the bowler's head, just over the afro.
Jeez, I wish I could block him 30 metres.
Yeah, that's pretty easy. Of course, he's going to the Brett Wright Powerhouse Performance Training Centre at Bellevue. He's got more. He's got all the muscles.
Change the field. There's a good change of the field. Deep cover going in and then a wide mid off up for Simpson Obed.
Can't bowl short. Cut shot is 4. But he likes to go over cover.
Yeah, he's got to dart it in the stumps and finish this over off here.
Yep.
That's what we're looking for is Stefan Sandy from Lagoon end. And he does. Simpson comes down the pitch. He hits it straight to Betha Molly. And he cocks the arm to throw it, but he just holds off.
A little bit dark. It's dropped a few degrees. There's a slight sprinkle in the air, but I don't think it's going to rain. But it's made it quite dark though, mate.
Last delivery from Stefan Sandy from the Lagoon end. Oh, he's moved. What has actually happened there? Has he hit that off? It's come off the bat, and that's
it's come off the keeper. He's missed it.
The keeper. She hasn't
called wide down leg side, but because he moved to the offside, she hasn't called it a wide, which is not a bad call, I don't think.
And we're 3 for 31 after 5, Shane.
Who's in favour here, mate? I think the Sharks.
Well, I think while this partnership's there,
in front. They got their spout. What is it? Spout? What's the Shark got? It's a nose, isn't it?
Save reading hours. News on the go. Download our shorts to read news in 60 words.
On top. Why the Betbarter Big Bopper Wesley Viralulu's in the crease? They're probably favourites, aren't they? Because he can hit 26 in 1 over with a blink of an eyelid.
And I probably would like to see Nipiko take the ball here. We've got Nico Unavalu to come in.
False starts. Does that mean Appo only bowled the 1 over? Does he bowl his 2?
He has been bowling 2 in consecutive overs, but good change up here. Nico Unavalu, I don't have his stats here, but he has taken a few wickets in each over. He seems to get wickets together.
He has. He bowls stump to stump. Change the pace. Not the pace that he used to have back in his day as he comes in the bowl now to the big bopper. He's cut up beautifully for through point. It's spinning away. They'll at least get 2. It's a good bit of fielding, good throw. And that's a good shot.
Some good hustle round there on the boundary as well.
I'll tell you, that's the big improvement in Wesley's batting. That back of a length ball, he stands up on the front. Very Flintoff style. I reckon he's going to look to go big here as Nico Unavalu comes in the bowl. He's just used his feet. It's gone
high ball.
Has he got enough of it?
Nothing goes under it, and that's out.
Nico's got it. And
that's a big wicket. And they're running from everywhere, the Ifira Sharks. They're super excited.
And the Betbarter Big Bopper is held out at long off. He stood up, as I said, and he's tried to hit it over long off. And it's a monster hit off the back foot. But
watching the replay here, he comes down the pitch. He didn't need to.
Oh, no, he hasn't
a little bit. and he's got it high on the bat, hasn't he? And he still hit it 70 metres, but he's 5 short of the boundary. Nipico gets there early.
And his feet
nice.
don't go over the line. Oh, he's inside the line, just inside the line. He didn't. He wasn't really aware where the line was there, I don't think.
Well, he just wanted to throw that ball up, didn't he? He just took a step back and started throwing
it's
it.
a great grab. And hey, the Sharks in the past have dropped their catches, haven't they? And today they're taking them. And that's been the difference.
Well, Shane, I said...
Mate, they're circling.
I said at the start of the
Where's
over...
that Jaws music?
They said at the start of the over, that partnership had to be broken for the Ifira Sharks to win. This is game on.
We've got the game on. They've got the Tanner shovel in Mucky and McMillan's out there now. He'll be just looking to shovel to mid-wicket. That's it. Damo's giving the Laurie Nichols punching in the air again in the commentary box. I might come out with a blood nose here if he punches me. And
Navalu coming in
again into Simpson Obed. He's pulled. That's good looking shot. It's in the gap, but Samson Colorized on the ground picks up. Great bit of fielding. Limits at 2-1. Good fielding out there.
Good fielding, as you see, like on the Big Bash or World Cricket, is just quickly to the ball, quickly get it in the air.
Down on the ground, slide up, pop up the feet, let it go quickly. Top level fielding there by Samson Kalawai as Nico Novala comes into the new batter, the Tanner shovel, McMillan Makia, and he's tried to shovel it from wide of the crease. That's a dot ball. That's where you're going to bowl him. You're going to bowl wide of the crease because he's only hitting. Which way is Tanner from here? Is it that direction? Because he looks like he's trying to hit him the Tanner. But
this is going to be a big test for McMillan, especially with his balls just hasn't.
It's hard. It's hard. Sticking in the wicket. It's hard to get the shovel and hit through the line. You really got to hit straighter on this pitch with the slowing up of the wickets. As Nico Inavala comes to bowl, and McMillan Mucky, he's used his feet. He's tried to shovel again. It's him in the midriff. Just get an easy single.
Yes, leg by there. He didn't even look like he was anywhere near hitting that. It's just seamed back a little bit and just hit him in the midriff, and they've gone through for a leg by there. But with every dot ball or every single, they're putting themselves under more and more pressure.
So will they need 50 off 4.2, Damo? Is that the math?
Yep.
Well done, Canley Vale High School. Well done, you got my maths over the line there, and Fairfield Patrician Brothers. Thanks for that,
delivery
guys.
from Unavalu here. Key delivery this one. Back of a length.
Cut
and
shot. That's a great shot. That's in the gap. That's going to race away for 4.
And Simpson, I bet he's hit a lot of good shots on the ground. A lot of people are hitting 6s, but he's hit a lot of 4s in this tournament.
Yeah, Simpson's been around since the early days when you played Damo. He's been a top performer of Vanuatu cricket for a long time. He was an out-and-out batsman, bowled a bit off his now. He's sort of more of an off-spinning batsman, lower-order batsman. But this tournament's the best I've seen him bat since I've been in Vanuatu 6 years.
When on-field action stops you to enter the stadium, off the field will help you sit tight in front of your screen. Catch untold, unheard series.
Can you hear me?
It's unique how it's 3 ball aa raha hai, pakad lena.
It is being found guilty.
He was good of scoring a 100.
Earlier I did see your app and keep rocking. It's a great app, and whoever is watching, please do subscribe and learn, and not just from me, a lot of people out there.
Shovel McMillan Macca. He shoveled at the mid wicket. It's up in the air. He sliced at the mid off. Apple Stevens under it, and the human shovel from Tanner McMillan Mack is tried to shovel and sliced at the long off. And the Sharks are circling. The Jaws music's playing. Dun, 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 dun. How's it go?
Yeah. Well, as we watch the replay here, McMillan just tries to go leg side, gets it off the outside edge there. The bats just twist his hand a little bit. Quite a simple catch by Apollini Stevens there.
And mate, the Sharks have been the worst team in the tournament for me.
Well, they've been up and they've been down. Their best is really, really good, and their worst has been absolutely horrible.
And there was talk of the week that next tournament, Mark Dunn said he wants to go in the players' draft to get a few more players. Well, I reckon he'd be regretting those words now because his boys they might have won the final, but don't underestimate Mark Dunn's influence on the team.
Well, it's not over yet. We've still got some big boys there. We've still got Tony to come in. We've got Shem Sala. We've still got Simpson Obed out there in the middle. There's Kendi Kenneth. There's still some hitting there. There's some big boys that can hit a ball.
There is. But what I'll say, Damo, this morning, when the Sharks were sitting in the dugout previously, they've been all over the place Browns Cows, the guys not ready to play today, they look switched on. They're up for this, and that's what it's all about. It's Stefan Sandy about to come in the bowl. Bit of a change of field at the end, but Simpson Obed's still there, mate. He's a key player. He can get them over the line here. If they get his wicket, it's going to be hard for them. There we go, Stefan Sandy from the Holiday Inn Hospitality, and tosses it up. Simpson's down the wicket, flicks it straight to mid-wicket. He gets a leg on it, and they get the single. The Holiday Inn Hospitality tent with the Australian High Commission on board is buzzing, and there's been great support from those guys today too. Stefan Sandy coming in the bowl now. It's a leg side slot. There's someone underneath it. He's put the one hand up. It's the captain, Nalan Nipico.
Did he overrun it and then he just stuck the hand? He come in too far and he's...
I think he just got underneath it. Unless he's trying to emulate Phillips' catch, mate. He wanted to get on the highlights reel, I think. As we're back to the live action now. As Stefan Sandy coming into bowl. Simpson Obed punches it to mid-wicket just for a single. They're going for it. Picked it up one hand. It's a great throw. That's out. That's right. Simpson Obed's out. What a piece of fielding by the captain. Nalan Nipico.
Have a look at the
He's picked it up
here.
one-handed and thrown it 70 metres right next to the bowls. I hope we got a replay. That was a fantastic piece of fielding, and that may have won the game for the Sharks. He dropped to catch the ball before.
His metres out, but his back foot was slow out of the...
One hand pick up from between the legs.
Yeah. Great throw.
A great pick up and throw. And a great
Keeper
decision by Nigel Morrison. Sorry, Damo, I'm too excited, mate. That is a game changer. What a piece of fielding by Captain Nalan Nipico.
Yeah, well, he sort of overrun the catch and then he just stuck a hand out. He really misjudged that. But this one, he was on the go. He knew what was happening there. Great throw to the keeper on the full.
And we've got bad bounce.
Kenneth coming in the bat now.
He got a bit of a bad bounce. You see, he had to nearly pick it up between his legs, but he's rifled that throw in. As we go back to the action, you take over. I'm having a breath, Damo. Give me some oxygen out here.
We've a change in the field. We've got deep cover going back and a wide mid on. Mide went off coming back inside the circle here. Kenneth. And well, here's your man cap, mate. The non-striker's not even inside the crease.
He's in now, mate. He's in now. He's gone the long
Stefan Sandy pumps it straight down the ground. Apo Stevens. There's no intent from the batsman there. They were never going to get more than a single.
Here we go.
We've got one delivery to go.
Because I saw Shem Salah pull a hamstring before. So
no, we've Shem Salah on strike now. We've got Kenneth at the non-striker's end.
Okay. I saw him pull a hemi when he was fielding. No, it's him, the passport stamper. He's in. He hasn't stamped too many passports of late as Stefan Sandy comes in. He's gone leg side. So he has got a hamstring problem. He can't run. I got to ping it in and get a run out of here. Yep,
that was wide. It was good bowling. That was wide outside off stump, and he's had to drag it to the leg side there.
Is that over?
2,
You got one more
3,
ball.
4, 5. No, I got over.
You got over. So that's the over.
I got a 6 for 45.
6 for 45 with
3 to go.
3 to go.
And this should be the captain coming on and bowl. Should it be Apo Stevens or the captain? You would think the captain should come on and bowl this one.
No, we got Apo. The captain will bowl the last over and take responsibility there. We've got Apo and Nalan to finish off at that end.
Well, I need 15.
You've got Vince Vera's got a bowl from the Holiday Inn Hospitality tent end.
Well, they need 15 and over, and you've got a guy in there with a dodgy hamstring.
6 down, who also got the Jimmy Barnes not playing, is he?
No, he's 12th man.
No Jimmy Barnes.
We got Kenny Tari.
Kenny Tari can smack it.
Yeah,
he can smack it.
Here we go. Apo Lini Stevens come in from the Betbarda Bellevue Hill end. Charging and actually a slower ball. And Shem Salah just plays it straight down the ground.
They can't run two, so they've got to deal in boundaries. They need 3 boundaries. They've got to find the fence 3 times and over. But they've got to do it here. Hit them with the Banana Bay Doctor.
Save reading hours. News on the go. Download our shorts to read news in 60 words.
Just finished the over. Nothing silly. No balls. No wides. Just get
And that wide Yorker looked like he from deep square leg. I wasn't watching the live stream.
Yeah, very good bowling there. And probably pace off a little bit. Wide, full, wide, wasn't a full toss, wide Yorker. And there's your line up, Stevens. If you can just do that for another couple of deliveries, you've won the game or gone a long way to winning the game.
Oh, Shark, look at you.
Shane, so far we've got Pacific Private Bank Player of the Match. Are we looking at the great fielding and the runs by Nalin?
I think so. Did he top score? He must have got close. As Appo Stephen comes in the bowl. Ball.
And that's gone straight over the top of off stump.
Not even swinging at it, Damo. He's got to swing harder than that. He's not even in the ballpark there.
It's hard to score 15 when you're not swinging the kitchen sink at him.
He's looking to defend. So I haven't played with Kendi Kenneth, mate, or seen him much. Has he got this in him or not?
I think everyone's got a couple of big shots. Yeah.
He's got to swing. He's got to pick the bar up, get the weight on the back foot and transfer it over mid-wicket here. As Appo Stephen comes in. Back, super bowling. Into the pitch. Slow ball bouncer.
Well, I think that's the difference between you're talking about the domestic club players versus the guys that have played internationally and then played player placements. They're going to sit on the back foot, wait for that slower ball, and then put everything behind it, whereas the clubman doesn't know that.
Yeah, nah.
And that's what's good about this Bet-Barter Vanuatu Blast is they're going to learn from this and they'll be better next time.
Yeah, no, it's been a fantastic tournament. As Appo's bowling really well into the Banana Bay Doctor here. So in the bowl, it's wide, it's slow ball again, hit it straight to cover, another dot ball. It's slipping away for the Panthers here,
we're
Damo.
15 and over and we've gone 1 ...
It's slipped away here, mate, I reckon. It's getting more out of reach by the dots. What's the equation? 40?
Well, you go back to the
40 off 2.
You go back to the first innings. They're none for 38 off 3 overs. They've set it up, haven't they, in the power play? Lennis Stevens just wanting to get on camera for a little bit longer. He's going to tie his shoelaces there and say a small prayer. One delivery to go here.
Say a little prayer for you. Here he comes, big
Appo. Bellevue Hill End here. Charging in, probably an off-pace one again. And it is. And he's hit the ball high. Who's underneath it?
William at the good clubman.
And another good catch there. And he's gone 1 for 1 off the over and we're 7 for 46.
And the Ifira Sharks are all but home.
We've probably said the whole tournament they've got a really good bowling fielding team. They haven't fielded the best, but today they've caught everything. Except for Narling, taking the one-handed one before. Great fielding, couple of run-outs.
And always think you want to do what you do best last. And they've continually wanted to bowl first, but they put your batting under pressure because it's harder. You want to do what you do best under pressure, and the bowling under pressure is what they do best.
When on-field action stops you to enter the stadium, off the field will help you sit tight in front of your screen. Catch untold, unheard series.
Can you hear me?
It's unique out. Ball aa raha hai, pakad lena.
It is being found guilty.
He was good of scoring a 100.
Earlier, I did see your app and keep rocking. It's a great app, and whoever is watching, please do subscribe and learn. And not just from me, a lot of people out there.
Well, he doesn't have the long levers.
He hasn't got long levers, he's got little arms.
Where's Kenny Tari? Kenny Tari can hit a big ball. Here we go. Nippy go in from the lagoon end. Charges in. That's a pace ball. He's hit it in front of point.
It's 4 runs on the offside.
Hit it sweet. Oh, great chase by Beth and Molly.
Raked it back. Slow outfield.
Flicks it back in there.
It's a bad, terrible throw in. But the keeper's Moen canned it off his pads and he stopped it. So who's bowling the last over? Stefan Sandy.
Well, Stefan Sandy, yeah.
Well, you got to make sure they need more than 36. Hit him with the breeze. I would have bowled him this over and kept Narling, but that's not a bad shout. Get the captain out of the way here and make it more than... it's all on for the last over.
We go Nippy go in from the lagoon end. Charges in, actually. He's on pace and he's gone on the back foot. He's hit it over the bowler's head to probably a 20-yard circle line would be, and that's just a single, and that's not what they need.
Just a single anymore than little arm Selwyn couldn't muscle it out there.
Well, little arm Selwyn needs a little arm classic bat.
He's a short arm jab, doesn't he? Little arm, short arm jab.
There we go, Nippy go coming in. Bet-Barter Vanuatu Blast here in Vanuatu.
Great bowling. Super bowling.
Shemsal will probably do another hamstring if he keeps... The hamstring swinging through them.
Yep. It looks...
I'm looking forward to what the post-try celebration will be in here shortly, Shane. I'm calling it early.
Yeah, the Sharks will celebrate in style tonight. They're nearly home. I don't want to put the mocker on them though, Damo. But I can't see the Panthers getting up from here.
No, it's too far gone. They've had a team effort, but they've got those 5 key players out. They've Razu out. They've got Wesley Viralulu. They've got Simpson Obed. They've got Jared Allen out. They've got McMillan out. They're their key performance. Here we go. Nipiko in from the Lagoon end. On pace delivery. That's a full ball.
Fast Yorker. Good take there by the keeper. There's not much bounce.
Do you think that was between his legs and leg stump?
Between his legs and leg stump, I think. From deep cover, that's what it looked like.
And we've gone 2-1.
Good pace, good pace that.
Yeah, very
good pace. Very sharp there. But it's probably a bit of a lull now in this game. Even it looks home and hosed. It's got all up to Stefan Sandy to bowl the last over. I think it's Nalan Ipigo comes in the bowl to Shemsal. The passport, Stamper, and he's popped it up in the infield. Nico Navalo's under it, and he hasn't made any mistake with that. And Shemsal's passport's been stamped, and he's off.
And Nipiko takes another wicket. Took the key wicket in the second over. Now he picks up another one here.
Off pace ball, and he swung away leg side, sliced it straight up in the air, and Nico Unavalu made no mistake of that one.
Very casually, he strolls around there, catches it, he goes and has a little lie down.
And I think the fat lady has warmed up the tonsils, mate, and she's about to sing.
If anyone's listening to the VIP tent, they should probably bring a couple of beers over to the Ifira Sharks commentator, shouldn't they?
Yeah, I don't think they've got the commentary on in the hospitality tent there because the commentators would definitely love a Tusker right now. I'll stick with the Vanuatu water instead, mate. It's a good drop.
There we go, nailing Nipiko in for the last delivery of his over in the Vanuatu Blast. He's gone a long way to being Pacific Pro Bank player he is. On pace delivery, Selwyn goes back and he just hits the
short arm jabbed it.
Yeah, mid-wicket, and that's a dot ball. And Nipiko gets 1 for 3 off his second over to go for his 1 for 6. He's gone 2 for 9 today.
So 36. If he gets 36 off this over, we go to a super over. 6 sixes.
Oh, Shane, grab the drinks, mate. I think that's what it is. We're going to get...
When on-field action stops you to enter the stadium, off the field will help you sit tight in front of your screen. Catch untold, unheard series.
Can you hear me?
It's unique how it's free. Bola raha hai, pakad lena.
It is being found guilty.
He was good of scoring a 100.
Earlier, I did see your app and keep rocking. It's a great app, and whoever is watching, please do subscribe and learn. And not just from me, and a lot of people out there.
He can swing it, don't worry about that. He needs to swing hard here, and he has, but he hasn't got enough on it. It's just gone to Bethamol out long on. But the Sharks, they just got their combinations right for this final, mate, the final day.
Well, I think they
stepped up as opener.
Yeah, I think that was a change. Changing the batting lineup, put the more experienced Apollini Stevens in there. He's a bowler that can bat a little bit, but he's done a great job this morning. He's had a 50-run partnership, then a 38-run partnership as opening. Here's Unavalu coming in, second delivery. And that's a nice shot down the ground. It should be caught, though.
Makes no mistake. They're going to bowl him out here, win in style. As Kenny Tari comes in, he's better than number 11, but it's game, set, match. The celebrations will be in Ifira tonight. The Sharks have circled and they've gobbled up the opposition, Damo.
Well, it's just been they've just played some very good cricket. They're batting, they batted well, they batted like cricketers. There was no wild cricket shots like they had in the first few games of the round robins. They've got the mascot dog on the other side. If you can see
the dog's on.
See little Leo, he's ready to come and celebrate.
There it is, there's the dog, as you can see it now with the shark fin. That's a classic.
Look, that's a shark attack. Got the VCA.
That's the highlight of my day, that. The shark, there it is. It's so. Hey, that was a good luck charm. That was a good luck charm. They brought the dog
two
dressed
today.
as a shark.
Unavalu
What a
coming
win
in.
by the Sharks. What a day's cricket that they've had. They've put it together when it counts.
Kenny Tari on strike here in the Bada Vanuatu Blast, and Nico Unavalu coming in.
It's getting dark. It's getting late. Got the big presentation ceremony to come.
And he's done the melee, flicked the leg side. Appo Stevens has come around very quickly.
Beautiful bit of fielding.
Good
there.
fielding, does a bit of a
And
slide. Nice
pings it
throw
over
in
the
over the
stumps.
top of the stumps. And that's what you want to see from your national player, just some enthusiasm right the way to the end.
Great intensity. And a great day's cricket from the
He's one
Sharks.
of those players, when he's in your team and he's on, like he just enthusiasms the whole team, doesn't he? Unavalu coming in now. Off-pace delivery, and they've gone down the ground. It won't reach the fielder, but it should be just a single to Obed Yusuf.
Their fielding's gone up. They've got this. The Sharks, it's all over. A couple of the emerging cricket guys will be very excited about the Sharks getting home there. Young, old Jimmy will be in South Australia. He's had the Sharks all week. He never jumped ship. Kenny Tari plays a miss. Yep, the Shark supporters, I'd written them off when they got bowled out for 30. I thought they were absolute rabble at one stage.
They were absolute rabble, but they've regrouped.
Mark Dunn.
Well, let's make a note. Mark Dunn has jumped ship. He's jumped ship. He wanted to.
Duddy.
Here we go.
He'll deny that, but I've got it on paper.
Last delivery in the Bada Vanuatu Blast, and the Ifira Sharks will be crowned champions in the inaugural tournament. Unavalu comes in off-pace delivery, just hits it to mid-off, and that'll
there it
be a
is.
single.
The Ifira Sharks have taken out the inaugural Bada Vanuatu Blast with a commanding performance in the final. Really well played by those guys. They're probably the last guys a chance to win the game. And they better not take those stumps. It's going to cost me too much money. Give me that. I'll get those stumps later. Don't worry about that. But no, perfect performance, mate.
But to get him for 9 for 53 off their 10 overs. They defended really well as the power play was the difference, wasn't it? The Ifira Sharks were none for.
When on-field action stops you to enter the stadium, off the field will help you sit tight in front of your screen. Catch untold, unheard series.
Can you hear me?
It's unique out. Three, ball aa raha hai, pakad lena.
It is being found guilty.
He was good of scoring a 100.
Earlier, I did see your app and keep rocking. It's a great app, and whoever is watching, please do subscribe and learn. And not just from me, a lot of people out there.
Most runs and most wickets for the tournament.
And all sponsored by the Pacific Private Bank.
Pacific Private Bank is sponsoring the most runs, most wickets, and player of the series and player of the final. And they've been some fantastic sponsors to give the boys, a bit of well-deserved money. They don't earn a lot training hard and working full-time professional. They don't do a lot. They don't get a lot of money, but they put a lot of passion and heart into their cricket, and you've seen a lot of that. And the last 5 weeks, Damo, thank you, mate, for your commentary. You stepped up to the plate, and you were biased for the Sharks, but well done, and congratulations on your victory.
I'd like to say I was biased from the start to the end. It didn't change.
Yeah, no, you didn't at all, mate. You didn't. You're the one-eyed shark swimming in circles.
Look, I'd like to say thanks to everyone that's been watching and supporting out there. If you're like us on Facebook, go and like us. Send us a note on Twitter. Tell us if you're a man cat. If you're not a man cat, go on to the emerging cricket and support us in our quest to win the best Guernsey or the
best jersey in the world cricket. Yeah. Good shouts, Damo. Like Bada, super supporters of Vanuatu Cricket. We're going to hopefully continue this partnership with them. It's enabled a tournament like this. It was unheard of before in Vanuatu, Damo. And for us to be able to put this on without Bada, impossible. Absolutely impossible.
Yeah. They're great supporters of Vanuatu Cricket.
Fantastic for their support. The Holiday Inn have been huge supporters of the national men's and women's teams for numerous years now. And they made the atmosphere in the ground tremendous.
Yeah, true.
BBTC, TBV, local broadcaster, bringing you the pictures. We had a few issues in the first couple of days, but we ironed them out, and they were unbelievable. As to Vodafone bringing you on the internet provider for it. Vanuatu Beverage for the water and splash products.
Oh, Christoph Ding Construction.
Christoph Ding Construction, the
without you.
scaffolding, put those cameras up there, brilliant. The Vanuatu government and the Sports Commission for the support in the infrastructure around the field, fantastic. Pacific Private Bank for the Player of the Match Awards. Been unbelievable, damn it. I'm just looking myself on telly. I'm as red as a beetroot. I was here at 7 o'clock set up the game, and I should have put a hat on. I didn't think I was going to get sunburnt. I wanted a bit of circuit glow for tonight. So the mirror ball will be shining on my melon on the dance floor later, which it will be, no doubt. But what a great tournament. We're going to cut to the presentations now, but I'd like to thank everyone around the world. I've got so many messages from supporters. Probably didn't know Vanuatu cricket before, but now you do. It's a great standard of cricket. It's a great tournament. And keep following us. Don't make this the last time you follow Vanuatu cricket. Make it the second biggest. Make Vanuatu your number 2 team in the world.
Yeah.
That's my goal for the next year. I want everyone support your own country and then support Vanuatu number 2.
Yep, look out for us on the world stage.
Yep, so we'll be back with their presentation in a very short period, and we'll see you soon.
Pakap na mo. Ha?
Test. Hello.
Test 1 2. Test 1 2. Test 1 2.
Sa kanas lang Michael, lo speaker mo. O ba ituloy masolem to kita. Naman na we call speaker. Bay mic speaker mo. No, alam mo.
Test 1 2. Test 1 2.
Testing 2. 2, 1, 2. Sound check, 1, 2. 1, 2. Sound check, 1, 2. Sound check, 1, 2. 1, 2. Sound check, 1, 2.
Hello, everybody. Fantastic is the only way I can describe what's gone on at VCG over the last 5 weeks. Fantastic effort by everybody, all the players. Fantastic effort by all the spectators. Fantastic effort by the umpires. And what a fantastic effort by the race callers. Shane Dietz and Damien. Wonderful. And of course, fantastic support from our sponsors, Vanuatu. The Vanuatu Blast was absolute fantastic. We had sponsors from the Holiday Inn here. We had sponsors from Vanuatu Beverage. We've had sponsors from Pacific Private Bank. And we've had people supporting us throughout this tournament. It's just wonderful. And today we've had the Australian High Commission down here in strength. And we appreciate the support from everybody. This is only the beginning. This is only the beginning. We are proud to say that we have entered into an agreement with Vanuatu to provide more in the future. That will be, information will be released later on. So first of all, I'd like just to call on the Director General of Youth and Sport, Henry Ifira, to come through and present a couple of prizes to the third and the runner-up team. So Henry, please come across. Can I call on the captain of the Mallee Tafia Bulls, Andrew Mansali, to come out and accept this. So well done to Mallee and Andrew. Thank you. And now, if we could have the mighty Efate Panthers captain to come forward. Joshua, please. Thank you, Henry. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we've had our player of the match partner, Pacific Private Bank, has been with us from only a couple of days before we commenced the tournament. But what a wonderful, wonderful sponsor they've been. So please applaud. And we've got Sam here to do the presentation today with the Mantas. And I've already apologised to him for that. So I'm going to call on the grand final player of the match to come forward to accept his prize, Nali Nipiko. Nali, look. Fantastic. Narleen, do you come on over? Come on over. I think this is the fourth player of the match he's won.
Third. Yeah, that's a third.
And what do you think?
Yeah, I'm glad.
Okay. Thank you. Narleen's been a regular visitor to Pacific Private Bank. They should open an account for him. Our next cash prize from the Pacific Private Bank goes to Wesley Verilolu. Wesley was here, I know that. Wesley's very shy and is right in the background. Fantastic. Well done, Wes. You better give him the money. Well done, Wes. After a long day of cricket, he's very, very tired. Now we have a cash prize from Pacific Private Bank to the player who scored the most runs of the series, and that goes to the Melly Tafia Bulls captain, Andrew Mansali. Keep him with shyness. Right, and the next prize from the Pacific Private Bank is for the most wickets in the series. And we have a tie with 9 wickets taken by Andrew Mansali, Simpson Obed and Joshua Rasu. So could we have the Andrew and Simpson and Joshua up to collect the one envelope? Well done, boys. Well done. And last cash prize goes to the Ifira Sharks as winners of the tournament. And we call upon Nalin Nipiko, the captain of the Ifira Sharks, just to come up to first accept the cash prize before we present the trophy for the tournament, which will be done by the Australian High Commissioner. No, it's him. Again. Another one. Wait. Sam, where are you?
I think you were the first person who gave the prize. It's my honor to give you it again. Thank you. Cheers. Congratulations. Thank you. Let me just pick it up and try it.
Now, Narlin, this time as the winning captain, we offer you great congratulations, but now we want you to tell us how it feels.
I cannot explain. It's a very good feeling. The boys played really well, and yeah, everyone's happy for the win. And
I do want to call your team up. Come forward. No, just call them up. And I welcome again Sarah De Zotten, the Australian High Commissioner, who has the privilege of presenting the team, the trophy to the team. Give that to somebody else. I'll hold the trophy. Yes, give that to somebody else. How do you do this? Give it. Hold it. I'll get the trophy first. Hold it, boys. And without further ado, and if the guys would stand off the wire, just hold a second. Nalin, come forward and accept the trophy on behalf of the Ifira Sharks. Well done, everyone. Give them a big round of applause.
You asked me questions.
All right. I'll just help you out. Yes, Narlan had a wonderful series with the bat and with the ball and on the team as a leader. And I think that's important to understand that Narlan's recently become the leader of the Vanuatu national men's team as captain. What do you reckon?
It's a really great honor for me. And also I would like to thank Pet Father for this tournament and other sponsors like Holiday Inn and the other sponsors, yeah. And also I'd like to thank our manager, Marktan, for everything. And also a big thank you to the supporters who made this happen. Yeah, and thanks everyone.
Thank you, Narlan. And unless Shane Dietz wants to get on TV once again, that's all for today. And thank you everyone for coming. It's been a wonderful experience over the last 5 weeks. Thank you all. Bye.